we will be basically starting right in the middle of
And he's
combat.
in the plant.
He texts me the results of his roll.
I'm stuck in a lamp.
And the initiative tracker should be...
Yeah, Gulk's inside the plant.
Yeah, me too, but I'm
As soon as I can find my paper, there we go.
stuck in the lamp.
And now I've got this podcast in my
The top of the round is the mayor
mayor's
still
back.
out.
Yeah. New mayor.
The new mayor. Mayor 2. 2.0.
Mayor 2, the sequel.
Mayor 2. He's still got his beard.
Was anyone concentrating on spells?
I'm concentrating on Moonbeam.
Moonbeam.
I'm concentrating on living.
There you go.
I'm also a black bear.
You are inside the plant, inside your genie bottle.
Yep. That's how it goes.
Okay. I think that was pretty much all of the important things that are going on. No one was under any like sort of conditions or poison or anything like that.
The death condition.
Unconscious, yeah.
And inside a plant, we're trying to fish
We
him
can't
out.
let him die because if he
If
rolls,
he dies,
it'll be a robot. He comes back.
The last time we let him re-roll, he killed
It'll
him.
be a fucking automaton.
Yeah, we haven't played since then.
That's all it takes.
Okay. So, the mayor is up. Who is the mayor nearby?
Me.
Crispin.
He is going to hit the old man.
Old man, look at me now. I'm a lot like you.
I don't think that's even going to be close. That is a 13.
No.
So that is a miss. We're going to go to the lady with the broom.
The smell from my Depends knocks his...
Wait, not the broom. The
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 old
old
lady?
lady?
the old lady. Yep.
Yeah, she's next to me.
Yeah.
She's going to hit the druid. Not with that. 12.
Actually, yeah, I'm a black bear, which means my AC is garbage.
True. Got your wild shape.
Wait, I hit you?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so powerful.
Take
Okay.
Oh, it better just be 3.
Power.
Do
I'm
stats.
at 15 hit points.
Oh.
We'll just roll for it.
Speaking of, I better
I rolled good.
log on to my character.
You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
Ouch.
Over half.
Next is Fig.
I can't really leave this bottle.
Some surgery.
Probably die, so
It's got a screen protector.
Okay,
I just gotta rely on my teammates.
Crispin.
Oh my god, I was just booting up.
Not that you know that.
Well, I guess since I can't really do anything with the mayor in front of me, so I will attack him.
Okay.
And I'm trying to get my guy up. Sorry.
That's what she said. I was gonna say, where's the music, man?
You know what? We're going to. Has he been hit already?
Who, the big guy?
Yeah.
I think so. I think
Yeah.
we hit him a little bit.
He's
A
been
little bit.
the
Mayor
mayor
or
too,
Oh, the mayor?
The new mayor.
I don't
Not
know
a
about
lot.
that one.
but he has been hit.
No.
No, not at all.
No,
Okay.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have hit points for both, and the old mayor was hit a lot.
Hey, he's not around anymore.
There's a green splash on the floor somewhere.
I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on the mayor.
Dexterity save, alright.
Yep.
Sacred Flame, is it a dexterity check?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
All right. Dex check for me. Ooh, not good. How about a 9?
9 fails. So he will take 1d8 worth of damage.
Okay.
And he will take 2 damage.
2 damage.
To
You got
his- the hair that's on top of his head just starts crisping up a little bit, like fringes up a little bit. And I'm going to.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Bonus action. There we go. Act like I haven't played this before. I think that's it for now. I'm good right now.
Okay. That will bring us to
Did you say where are you?
the giant body taker plant.
7.
I've got a heal in the
Okay.
I'm trying to wait to use it.
That's why I got one spell left. I'm trying to like,
It's when you're here.
and with him dead.
Inside. With that.
Yeah, he's inside.
The only reason why I haven't.
So Gulk is
released the ship
inside
yet
and
is
Fig
done
is
that
inside,
stuff.
right?
Mission out.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're going to.
If you're a large creature because you're black bear, right? I don't know if that affects like how the
A medium.
medium. Oh, you're still medium. Okay.
Oh,
Black bears are
I'm
big.
gonna lash out with a vine lash at Otis.
Okay.
It's 19 to hit.
Just misses.
Just
Your guys control my fate.
paladin with the shield.
So I can punch you in the face if they.
It's 10
Go
points
ahead.
of slashing damage.
10 points as slash A.
I'm going to make a. You're also grappled.
Disco.
Vine lash attack at Fiora. 12.
AC's 11 right now, so it hits me.
4 points of slashing damage.
Ooh, I'm alive for now.
You're grappled.
I'm sad. Okay.
Is anyone else near me?
Like, is it 5 feet or?
No, I got a 10-foot reach with my, or 20-foot reach with my vines.
5, 10, 15,
just
20.
his-
Just out of range.
His dragon.
Rufus, yeah.
I'll lash at Otis.
Otis.
11.
Nope.
Okay.
Hit you.
That's going to be the Body Taker Plant's turn. Fiora.
I am going to use my bonus action. I think it's bonus action to release the trying to decide whether I should do that or not. Heal myself or try to save Gulk.
That's
We
not
don't
good
know
if you're
that-
dead.
we
Gulk,
don't
if
know
you're
that
in
he's
there,
on
say
death save.
something.
So we don't know if he's on death saves either.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm
You
hesitating.
guys don't know I'm on death.
Yeah.
You don't have a mic on, bro.
Oh yeah.
Testing to see
camera,
if
no
they
mic.
work.
Are you even in the show?
He's
Slowly removing himself. step
And
by
he's on
step.
death saves.
Alright, I am going to release the wild shape because I can't do anything if I'm dead.
What was the, what's the moonbeam on?
It's on the plant.
Oh, does
The
it
big
take
one?
damage at the end of its turn?
The big one, right?
Mhm.
It's con save?
It takes damage at the end of its turn.
Yeah, it just had its turn.
Oh, and I didn't roll my
Got an 8 plus 5. I got a 13.
passed. That is a fail, I think. Hold on, let me double check. 13.
Mhm.
It's barely a fail. That is 12 points of radiant damage.
12 points. You got it. Okay. So, for your turn?
Yeah, for I'm going to. I think it's a bonus action. Go back to normal,
I believe it is
Your
now,
wild
yeah.
shape, yeah.
and then
It's
I'm going
wireless.
to use. Got a
Otis, you're on deck.
roll of
Ready.
healing. I'm going to use it on myself to cure wounds.
Okay.
Level 1. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. That's the end of my turn. You guys can go ahead.
Otis, you're up.
All right, Otis, my man, is gonna take out his Cure Wounds spell scroll, and I believe that's an action, and he's going to cast it on himself for, what is it, 2d8?
Yep.
Oh,
2d8.
2d8? I was trying to figure out what it was.
Oh, fuck.
2d8 plus.
Oh, were you curing me?
I'm curing myself because I'm on
Oh.
3 hit points. Sorry.
It's 2d8 plus the spellcaster who made its ability modifier, which I don't know. What
Plus 2.
Plus
Plus
2.
two.
Plus 2? Oh, cool.
Well,
That-
you get more because of your subclass, right?
does that count for a
I think so.
spell scroll?
I think it's just based on whoever made it.
Okay.
Or is it plus 4?
So plus 4 then.
I rolled a 10, so that's 14.
I did the same.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so that is my action, and as my bonus action, I'm gonna command Rufus again.
Did you use a potion?
Yeah, as my action. Well, I use the spell scroll.
Spell scroll.
So as my bonus action, I'm going to command Rufus. I'm going to go, Rufus, you remember when we played that game called Fetch? You remember how Gulk scented the thing we was catching and seeking and hunting with Fetch? Go get it. Go on, get it. And he's going to try and pull Gulk out again.
It is a strength check.
Check.
Okay. I think it's +3. All right. No. 11.
Nope. All he does is get his head slimy.
You don't want to know what I rolled. I needed that.
Yeah, I bet you did.
No, I really did.
You roll one of those.
Don't worry, you'll roll 20.
Oh, that ends turn.
All right, Gulk. I need another death saving throw.
Well, you just watched me roll it.
Did I?
Yeah. It's a 1.
Okay.
Probably weren't saying that at the table, but
Fucking hate your dice.
You got your own right here behind me.
With the cheese it.
With the
again.
cheese.
how many drinks do you need?
Well, this one is for partying.
Oh, and that's for bullshitting.
Yeah. Right now we're on bullshit.
I see that. Maybe drink this one.
Yeah. All I'm standing on is monkey business. I need a hero.
Okay. That brings us to. Is the old lady still up?
Yeah. Broomhilda.
You guys just hear the life support going off?
Clear.
Wait, there should be only one lady out, right?
Yeah,
Correct.
there's just the old
Yeah.
lady.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, the broom lady's dead. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So I'm gonna take this one off. That brings us to the top of the round, and it's the mayor's turn. He is going to attack whoever he's closest to.
Crispin.
Nope, he can't get through that tough exterior. He's got old man muscles.
Old man muscles.
It's the lady's turn.
Crusting up.
Who's she next to?
Rufus and Fiora.
I'm gonna go for Fiora. I rolled a 6.
Even my bear form could have taken that.
That brings us to Fig.
Anymore.
Yeah. That's the only reason I switched.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
Can I see out of the bottle? I don't actually know how that works.
Can you see?
I don't know if I can.
No.
Yeah, I'll look at that later. That's my
we don't
turn.
even-
No, you're basically in it. You
Yeah.
can see in the bottle.
I'll have spare to die.
Okay. Crispin.
Fucking horse shit. This fucking little fat fuck in front of me. I'm casting Toll the Dead on him. And I just take my shield and my mace and just bang it like right in his face, like centimeters from his nose, and just let it radiate out right into his face.
Okay. Is that wisdom save?
Yes. Need a 27.
27 DC.
I am rolling pretty terrible.
That's a 28.
I got an 11.
Okay, it was 14.
Did you roll a d12?
Yes. 7.
On the plant, right?
No, on the mayor.
They have the same wisdom, so it's still the same.
Okay, yeah, 7 on the mayor.
7 on the mayor.
2.0.
Okay.
Shit, 4.
Don't worry about it.
God, this fucking guy in my face. I'm holding off for now.
Defense mechanism. If
I
you
should
shit
be out
your
in the
pants,
Yeah.
he might run away.
I don't think I have any like a.
I went in through the top, gonna leave out through the bottom.
Boy, can you imagine that boom boom gulp coming out?
Okay, I'm done.
Talk
Okay.
about anal tearing.
It's the body taker's turn. You were still grappled by the plant.
Mm-hmm.
Are you within 5 feet of the plant?
Mm-hmm.
He yanks you into his mouth.
No save or anything? Just.
Well, I have to actually make an attack.
Okay.
Ready? 22.
Kev made scorpion fucking plant.
There
Get
I go.
over here!
Yeah.
You take 22 points of acid damage.
And I'm down.
When you enter the plant.
Unconscious.
Otis might run away.
Otis is a bitch. And he's just gonna eat all your friends.
That is the body taker plant's turn. It is now Fiora. I need a death save.
My sacrifice.
My Fiora. Do 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 do.
Otis.
Oh, peace.
I'm also grappled,
There you are.
so that's great. So I'm gonna use my action to break the grapple, which
Okay.
you just say that's a deck save.
No, it's a strength or dex save. You get to
Okay,
pick.
perfect. Strength dex it is. That's a 10. Damn. And Rufus is gonna try and pull somebody out. Hey, crit. He pulls out. I guess Fiora would be in the way, so Fiora.
Okay.
So crit for a 23 total.
You can roll for the person. You can roll random to see which one he yanks out.
Sure. Evens? No. Odds is gold because he's odd. And it's an 8. Fedora comes out.
Okay. He pulls your unconscious body from the plant. You are covered in goo.
I flop on the floor, and I'm covered in goo.
Like a fish.
Yeah.
Looks
Oh,
like
does
it.
that mean that I have... If I'm unconscious, does that mean I lose the concentration of the spell, or do I have to roll for it? I don't remember.
You lose concentration once you
Okay.
fall unconscious.
That's what I figured. I just wanted to make sure. Okay.
Okay. Anything else from you, Otis?
That's my turn. Still grappled. Can't move. Yep.
Gold, death save?
Aye, aye, Captain. I did text you back, right?
This is going to save you. And if not, then grab your own damn dice next time.
Jesus, take the dice.
See?
15. Ooh, boy.
Okay.
What are you, 2 and 2?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Am I 2 and 2? 3 and 2?
yes.
If you were 3 and 2,
I
it'd be
could be
done.
alive.
He has to because he made one last session.
Yeah, he made one last session.
he
He
rolled
just
a
rolled a
one.
1, so
Oh.
he'd be done if it was it.
Okay.
Back to the mayor.
I am an Amatron. I
Dude,
am
I will-
Golk.
you know
0.2.
Kill my fucking guy right now. I got a character.
Oh my god.
He's a little
I can't
higher.
roll above like a 6, except for when I'm hitting you tonight.
Who were you attacking?
You
You.
with the
See,
mayor.
he didn't even know. He was like,
Attack the lady
what's
against...
going on around me?
You're unconscious.
I'm lying on the floor.
Move the lady to the closest person,
Would be Otis.
Sorry, Otis.
And
OTs?
and she'll attack. Yeah, 11.
Damn, he really got me.
Just misses.
Unfortunately,
Fig.
not a black bear. Can I? You said like the fireplace. I could like tell my patron's presence was at least known there.
Mhm.
Could I ask him how it's going out there? Because I can't see it.
What would you like to ask him?
Do you think there's any way I can get like out of this plant?
That's interesting. You could just wish it.
Damn, got his ass.
Tick tock, tick tock. Friends are dying. You could stay in here and hope that they pull you out, or you could wish all this away.
Pull that game is horrible.
I think Fig's a little greedy with his wishes. I think he's gonna wait.
Very well, master. Crispin.
Oh my god.
I'm so scared right
I'm going to cast Spare the Dying on Fiona.
Oh, they changed it. It's not
now.
touching. her.
Selfish bitch.
Okay.
So I'm within 15 feet of her. So I use my action to cast. There you go. To cast Spare the Dying and stabilize her.
Very well. You are no longer in death saves.
Let's be nice.
Well, I mean, I don't even know about you.
Thought we were friends.
Well, not really, bonus action, I'm gonna lick the old man's ear.
Ooh, God.
I'm like,
Wet Willy.
I'm gonna kill you. I can't do anything else.
That's so
I'm-
clerical.
Is Crispin within 20 feet of the body taker plant?
Fuck!
Yeah,
should've
he
moved
had
forward.
to. He had to.
Oh, did
I'll make a lash attack at Crispin.
You could have moved back.
yeah, you could move back.
Well, I probably would give an opportunity attack too, but
Not if I
Right.
moved back to where I was at.
well, its reach is 20 foot, so
This dude with his 20 fucking armor class.
we got 18.
13. Second vine lash attack at Crispin. Worse than that.
I feel like they're going around. He doesn't even notice it. He's
Third
like,
vine lash attack at Crispin.
Yeah, he's got.
Are you serious? That one.
Crispin is our rock right now.
and that one, he hits the mayor in the back. Ah!
That will bring us to the late. No, that'll bring us to Fiora. You are unconscious,
Wow.
so you do nothing.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
I like
Have
your
to make that
switch.
saves.
Otis, death save.
Death save?
No, I'm sorry.
What happened?
I put marks next to
You're
your name when I mentioned him
unconscious
next to
now.
Cole.
Reaction? You're dead.
Otis,
Son of a bitch.
what happened?
Okay, so I'm still fucking grappled. If I.
It's getting dark. I'm so cold.
I'm cold, Jack.
Hold me close.
Okay. If. Knowing that Gulk and Fig are still in there, and I feel like we gotta get them out there because I feel like I've been in the belly of a beast before and it's no fun in there. Could I prompt Otis to work on one of the tricks we've been working on, and he's gonna go in there and grab, and I'm gonna pull his legs and hop the other way, and to try and give him advantage on his strength check to pull one
Oh,
of
like
them
use the
out.
use
If
the help
you are
action?
going to forego the action of both you and him, then I would say yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna do that.
Advantage. Make the roll.
All right, Lord of the Rings dice. I guess we're probably going for Gulk. He's the bigger target.
To be fair, Fig's been in there like for a long
22.
time, so
Yeah,
it's
no.
not a good
22?
sign.
They've already
Shout
given up
Cole.
on you.
You pull his big, unconscious body out from the plant.
Boy.
He's not breathing.
I'm gonna slap him.
He's still not breathing.
He dead. Waste of a turn. That's great. All right, let me wait for the next 6 seconds, and that
Exactly.
that's gonna end my turn. Action, bonus action, no movement.
I know. I'm just.
Fiora.
What's this going?
I'm sorry, not your turn. Gulk. You no longer have to make death saves. You are dead.
God damn it,
guys. Even gentle repose won't. Or
Well, John
General-
Repos will help.
You can
but-
keep his body from decomposing,
Well,
sure.
I
We'd have to get
just
someone
heard
to fix him though.
yeah,
the news today.
That's going to bring us back to the
I
mayor.
do, but it's not available because I'm out of spell slots.
The
but-
mayor is going to
Yeah.
attack.
Damn. That would have been helpful.
Who's near? Crispin?
Crispin.
Yeah. The mayor attacked me.
Nine. I rolled a 9.
Okay.
The lady is going to attack Otis.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's much better. 19 plus numbers.
Mm-hmm.
It's 6 points of bludgeoning damage. Big.
I'm gonna give it one more turn.
Okay. Crispin.
One more. I keep saying that.
God, I can't do it anymore. It does no good if we all die. I'm using my bonus action for healing word on Fiona.
Did you use all your shield abilities?
Do what?
Did you already use all your shield abilities?
Yes.
You didn't rest.
You used one of them while I was here, so
Yeah.
so 2d4 plus 7.
Yeah, I killed
Do you have
Gold.
to roll for that?
Huh?
It was intentional.
That's
I
what
do
shows.
Rob
Subclass?
for-
For your subclass, do you have to roll or
I'm
do you
gonna use that
just
one
do?
channel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. That's
Okay.
Grave Cleric. It's not-
Got it.
Jesus.
Man, another time we're gonna die because this guy didn't
Take
heal.
10.
10? I will take that.
And that's my last spell.
Okay. Well, guess you're up.
And then I'm just gonna, I'm backing back up.
Well, could he tell if that would provoke opportunity attack from the big plant?
He knows that its reach is 20 feet. If he moves out of 20 feet,
I'm out of 20 feet now, Anna.
He can use his reaction to try to attack you once.
If you
Yeah,
do
but-
that, he'll attack.
Oh,
Just
shit.
once.
But you
Just
were
once,
in
so-
melee, so.
But it could risk you being grappled. So it's up to you.
I'm gonna bash the side of that damn mayor's head with my mace.
With arms wide open.
I think that hits.
They were about to do weekend at Bernie's over here.
23.
23 hits.
Weekend of Golgies.
Yeah. Weekend at Tony's.
Nice.
Take 7 damage to the side of his skull.
On the mayor, correct?
Yes.
You got it. That brings us to the body taker plant. It does not realize that Fiora has been healed. It is going to take a lash attack at Crispin. 17
Nope.
plus 7 is 24.
God damn it, yes.
Whip it good.
Oh boy. Let's see.
Just like you're honest.
It's 11 points of slashing damage. It's going to take a slash attack at Otis. 24.
I'll do it.
Like your dad?
11 points of slashing damage. You guys are both restrained. And it will take a second vine attack at Crispin.
Oh shit. Not with that.
9. That brings us to Fiora, who is no longer unconscious.
I stand up.
Okay.
Stand up.
If this plant had like legit eyeballs, it'd be like,
All right, so I see Gulk on the ground. I've basically decided that Fig was dead a while ago.
If Gulp couldn't live, no way Fig can.
If I look at the old lady, how much does she look? Very injured, or does she look fine?
she looks about half.
Fuck.
Same with the mayor. He looks a little bit maybe less than half.
Trying to decide what it would be better than just. Nope, I'm just gonna hit the stupid plant.
Do it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna hit the stupid plant.
Probably
True
a good
strike.
idea. True strike.
13 plus 6 to hit. 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Alright, so that's 2 plus 4, 6 points of radiant damage.
You got it.
And that's all I got.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna move around a little. No, I'm gonna stay right there. Never mind.
Let me do some math real quick. Next up is going to be Otis while I'm doing math.
All right, cool. So, fuck. I am gonna use my action to break the grapple, hopefully. And you say dexterity saving for
Mhm.
that. Dirty 20.
You're free.
Yay. I am going to. Well, moving doesn't work. So that's my action, and then bonus action. Rufus, now that he is very accomplished and achieved, he is going to bite the Achilles tendon on the woman who is molesting him.
Very well.
And he rolled a 12 plus.
That hits.
Okay. I think it's a D6. Great, a 1. Plus. Proficiency bonus is 2. 3 damage.
You got it.
And so I can move now. It's not gonna matter really. I'll just stay where I'm at.
Okay. Gold because it's still down. Mayor is going to attack Crispin. 13. Old lady is going to attack Otis. 12.
Nope.
Fig.
Oh, sorry.
Could I tell if I would take damage if I went out of the bottle, or if it was just like I took damage when it first swallowed me?
Considering that you've never encountered anything like this before, I would say that it would be a hard thing to just even make an educated guess on.
You could wish to find out the answer.
There is that.
Let's see.
He's gonna just change.
All right.
To handheld.
Fig. He looks at the fire. He's like, I'll figure this out without using a wish, and he's gonna use a bonus action to leave the bottle,
Okay.
which puts it back inside the plant.
Okay. You are restrained.
Okay. I'm assuming I'm blinded.
It says you're completely enveloped. You have total cover.
Yeah, you do.
It doesn't say that you're blind or anything,
Oh, interesting. Okay.
but it does say that you're completely enveloped. So I would say that you can't see what's going
But
on
it's-
outside of you.
Okay. Uses bonus action, doesn't it? Whoops. Okay, that's okay. I'll do that next turn. I just gonna take out his rapier and try and stab the inside of his stomach.
Go for the aorta. It's right there. To the left.
What's an aorta?
I got a crit.
He crit the aorta.
I believe that's a heart attack.
It's hard.
See what you did there, and I appreciate it.
Yeah. That's a metal.
I think this thing takes D6 right now.
Doctor.
Yeah. Okay.
Doctor.
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 This thing doesn't have like fire resistance, right? Or vulnerability or anything.
You don't know. You spent most of your life inside of it.
True. If so, it takes. I'll just say it takes 2 fire damage if that's any different, and then I'll.
It takes normal fire damage.
No fire. Okay, cool. So, it's that 2 fire damage. Wow, I rolled terrible on the sneak attack. And then 18 piercing damage.
So a total of 20.
Yeah, total 20. Oh, that's
Okay.
pretty good.
Amazing if we'd had this damage 5 rounds ago.
I don't
Gold
know if it
might
was-
still be alive.
Fig. I need
think
you
it's payback
to
from the last
make a
campaign.
Constitution saving throw as you are reintroduced to the
Both rely on you
enzymes
to
inside
heal.
the plant.
That's what I figured.
Do what?
I said both of them relied on you to heal, and you failed.
Okay,
You
good, I
weren't
got
even
21.
within range
Okay.
for me to know.
You didn't even try.
Yeah, because I got everybody blocking my.
That brings us to Crispin.
Crispin's up. All right. Well, if I don't do this, I'm gonna die anyway. I'm just gonna look at the mayor like, you motherfucker. But while I'm doing that, I'm pulling a healer's kit out, and I'm like, fuck you. And I'm like, twisting the fucking band-aid off of my arm. And I'm like, fucking bastard. I'll get you in a fucking minute. God. So I heal I take a healer's kit and heal myself.
I think we need to get him a bat with like some nails in it. And
It's gonna be like falling down,
Maybe a
that's-
leather coat. We can just call him
No.
Father Negan.
Yes. So.
Little pig.
So, yes, I'm going to do that. Move that down to 19 charges.
He renames the chicken Lucille.
Well, are we pooping our pants yet?
Well, back to it.
So, 1d8 plus 2.
I still can't forgive him for that shit.
4,
I didn't have to
6
kill
damage.
And Abraham. I liked Abraham.
We voted both Abraham.
Yeah, we figured.
We
he
saw
would-
that shit
we
live,
figured he was
and
one
we
down.
both were fucked up for like 2 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then man,
and then we didn't watch any more of the show.
No.
I watched a little bit more,
we
but
just
I think
kinda
that was
stopped
it.
It was good though. I mean,
He's a great villain.
yeah.
I think that's it for me right now.
All right,
That's all I
that's
can
going to
do.
bring us to
Because if I move, I'm going to get
the
opportunity.
body taker plant.
Do I have to roll to break, or is that an action?
You have to use an action to break free.
Okay, I guess that was that. Okay.
You had one opportunity.
All right, Otis, you are free. He is going to take a vine lash attack at you.
Bitch.
12.
It's Mises.
We'll take a second vine lash attack at you. They're getting worse. An 8.
Yay. Just misses.
And he will take a third vine lash attack at Crispin. I quit.
Okay, he quit. We win, guys.
It's a 12. Fiora. You're up.
Okay. I'm gonna say I think we need to grab Gulk and go. I think Fig's done.
Can you carry that son bitch? I know I can't.
Well, Crispin's the only one who might be able to.
He drinks lots of milk.
Not at his age.
Yeah, not at my age. I got a bad back. Damn.
He said Syac is acting up. He can't
Like
move him.
40 years ago, I could have, yeah, no problem.
Yeah,
but
I got the rheumatism.
4 years too late.
look,
What?
I'm wearing the New Balances, okay?
Bad time to have a bad back, Grandpa. All right.
that gets you a dirty look from Crispin. Like, damn it.
Wow, that's harsh.
We're stressed. It's a stressful situation. I'm gonna tree strike it. The plant.
Okay. I didn't
Because-
figure you were going to tree strike.
No, I mean
Crispin.
it was either that or run away. So
Let's see if this is a motivator. Oh, I guess I'm back to my bullshit.
I'm
Oh.
gonna miss.
Are you
At least,
sure?
At least it wasn't a nat 1.
I rolled a 2. I've got a +6. I don't
Yep,
think an 8's gonna hit.
You miss. Bonus action?
When I don't have any of my stuff, I don't really have bonus actions.
Man, your DM should let you guys level up more often. He sounds like a jerk.
July
I'm
24th.
gonna move around
birthday.
closer to.
You guys feel like you
Go.
earn your levels, though.
We've earned like 3.
And then I'm going to end my turn.
You guys rode around in a cart for like 2 fucking weeks, guys. I don't even want to
Dude,
hear it.
we were exploring the map. That
Uh-huh.
gets you XP.
That's why it's the lowest amount of XP.
I don't know, it's a pretty big
We can switch
state.
to XP experience if you want.
No, I'm good.
XP.
Okay.
I ain't
Just
split
thinking
got
of
among
good
6. I do
amount
most
of
of the work.
Otis.
Just shoot
Okay,
me.
so Otis is going to grab Rufus. He's going to sling him onto his back, use the disengage action, and he's going to hop his happy ass.
You see you're picking up Gulk?
No,
No,
Rufus.
Rufus. I was like,
Not Gulk.
Okay.
Shit. Yeah, how much movement do I have? I think it's 30 feet. 25 maybe. 25. So he's going to hop his ass 25 feet away to get out
Just
of
like a
range.
straight line.
Yeah, that's fine.
You said you are taking Otis with you? Or
That's Rufus, but yeah, I'm taking him with me.
did I do it again? I'm pretty sure I did that last week too.
Did you just call him a dog?
All right, and then what can I do? I'll use Hunter's Mark on the pistachio plant
you got it.
as my bonus action, and that is it.
All right.
What about the fire that Gulk started?
I was just getting to that.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
I didn't forget.
It goes out with Gulk's heartbeat.
You see a flame jump to Colt's body and just starts to burn.
Top of the round.
The
The
flame.
flames that Gulk had set afire have now begun
Johnny
to spread across the not quite damp plants. The dew and other atmospheric conditions of the night, plus these strange plants themselves, they have almost like a sort of glistening, almost moisture on top of them. And the fire didn't go up quite as fast as you wanted, but now it's beginning to dry them out. All of this combat is beginning to dry the vines out. And they begin to catch blaze. Gulk, since you are down, please roll 1d12 fire damage.
Your
Ready?
body takes 1.
That's a good dice.
9. Nice. 9.
Even when dead, I'm still here.
Mayor's turn.
Like
Still here with
herpes.
us.
He will attack Crispin. It was on a 13 and then it flipped over to a 5. I hate my life. Nope. The lady is not near Gulk or not near Otis anymore, right?
No.
No, I'm probably the closest one now.
Move to
It's-
Fiora and attack.
Yeah.
Okay, that dice is going to jail. That's the second or third 5 in a row it's rolled.
Dang.
Okay, we're going to try the other one. And then we're going to go to Fig.
Okay. Big's just gonna keep stabbing this thing. Actually, no. He's gonna use a bonus action first to bring out the shadow blades that he's used before. It's 2d8.
Where are you at?
What's up?
Where are you on damage?
I'm assuming it's dark in here, right? Because
I'm
it
at
gets
12.
advantage. if
Yes.
it's dark.
I'm at
Okay,
8.
cool.
Yeah, and I
It didn't state, but I'm going to say
Have a
yes.
healing
You're inside of
potion.
something, so.
yeah, 2d4. Not even a hit.
It's still
15 to hit.
something.
Yeah, I mean you can.
15 does not
Do you
hit.
have a
It's
healing
not
potion?
okay.
No, I got my healing
Then
kits,
that's
so
it.
those are just as.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and save it and actually attack.
Crispin,
Yes.
you're up.
I am up. I'm going. God. I'm going to cast. Toll the Dead on the mayor.
Nat 1.
Huh?
Nat 1.
Sweet.
That's 2d12 damage.
Oh,
It's
I
like
think
a
it says
reverse
Big
crit.
tried to like scream out to this man.
You definitely could try to speak or something, sure.
I mean, I'm right next to it.
Yeah, I feel like
It might be muffled, but
yeah. Help! I'm still alive in this thing.
surprisingly, at this point, you guys feel like Fig was probably dead, but you hear him speaking out. Help me! Help!
So I'd immediately yell, "Fig's still alive in there! What the fuck?"
Fuck that guy. Oh, if I know what Fox says now.
Yeah, he says help.
It's a fine time for him to step up. I got 10 on Toll the Dead.
That was exact damage. You dropped the mayor.
Yes. Fuck.
Fuck that
Oh,
mayor.
good.
Worst mayor ever.
As you cast your spell, you begin to open up the wounds that you've inflicted on him, and they begin to rip apart and shred, and bits of like his liquid and the viney substances that's underneath of his flesh pour out onto the ground, and he falls to the ground. Anything else from you, Crispin?
Shit. If I move, I'm still
You're still restrained.
constrained.
Otherwise,
There's nothing I can do bonus action wise. I guess I'm good right there. I just turn around while I'm restrained, and now I'm just staring at the plant that might just be the death of me.
Body Taker Plant is going to lash at Crispin. 13.
13 misses.
Lash at Crispin. 23.
23 hits.
11 points of slashing damage.
As the vine slaps him in the chest, you just see him drop to his knees and fall face first to the ground, still entwined by the vines. So
Third
basically,
vine
just
attack.
goes slack in the vines. You see the mace fall from his hands.
You guys probably figure the old guy's taking a nap. You don't actually think he's in
He
any
got
danger.
smell shit.
Third Vine Lasher attack at Fiora. Nat 1.
Oh, thank God.
That brings us to Fiora.
I probably noticed Crispin go down behind me,
Yeah.
You hear?
and I hear Fig yelling out for help inside the plant.
Uh-huh.
And then you hear lots of swearing from her. As I try to decide which one to go after. And I'm like, well, Fig's been alive apparently all this time, and he's still okay, so... I'm going to use my action to cast Spare the Dying on Crispin.
You got it.
Oh my god.
Crispin is stabilized.
Thanks for thinking of me.
Bonus action.
I have none, but thank you.
Otis.
Okay.
You are free from the plant.
Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna huddle up with Rufus. I'm gonna say, all right, I'm gonna get the old guy, and you go get the fox. We're gonna reconvene here in just a second. Ready? Strike. And then I'm gonna heave ho shot put Rufus as part of my bonus action commanding him.
Sure.
He can move up to 40 feet, so he's gonna go and try and rescue the fox. And then I am gonna move laterally over to Grandpa, and I'm gonna take out my healing potion. I'm gonna jam it down his gullet and healing potion him as my action. Can I do that?
No,
Oh, you can't anymore?
not anymore. You would either have to forego the action with Rufus, or you'd have to forego the potion. Potions are now bonus actions,
They are.
Okay, well then Rufus
which is like a good thing, and also now in this particular instance a bad thing.
Yeah. So Rufus comes back.
Okay,
So I'm at 1 hit point, basically, right?
and still unconscious. Yes.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna healing potion with it's an action.
Bonus action.
Bonus action.
You can even give
Okay.
your friends potions as bonus actions now.
Oh, man, slap my ass.
Yeah,
That's
like it's
awesome.
good, but in this instance, it sucks.
Yeah.
If you say so.
6, 8 points.
You get the 8 points plus the one you got from the spare of the die.
Go, 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 go.
All right.
You still have action.
And then I have my action. I'm going to aim at the pecan plant.
Okay.
And I'm
Your
gonna
hunter's
shoot
mark
it.
is still up.
Yep. I'm going to shoot it with my sniper rifle.
You got it.
19 hit.
19 hits.
Right. $22 damage.
Oh, nice.
Did you say 22?
2200.
2200.
So I definitely want to blow off 3 or 4 of those pistachios.
Yeah, you put a couple of big holes in this thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's looking pretty weak.
That was movement, action, bonus. That will end me turn. Is Rufus able to move? Nah, it wouldn't matter. That ends
I
my
think you have to use your bonus action to issue the move
It-
command to him.
Okay.
Yes, it depends. I don't know what it says. I know the
I
Beastmaster
believe that
one, you can.
for that particular ranger, the pet takes its turn immediately after you.
Yeah.
And unless you issue a command to it with your bonus
It takes
action,
the
it takes the
dodge.
dodge action.
yeah. I know it's a little different with the new Battle Master or Battle Master.
Some of the new
Beastmaster,
pets are
but-
different. They actually take their turn with you.
It can move and use its reaction on its own, but the only
Okay.
action it takes on
Oh,
its
so
turn
it
is the
can
dodge
move.
action unless
Yes.
you make a bonus
So it
action
can move
to
on
command
its
it.
own, just no other actions.
Okay. I don't think. I mean, it's not going to benefit it. It's
Okay.
got 40 feet. That ends my turn.
Gulk's still down. Top of the round. Roll another d12 for fire.
Yeah, should be good. It's 10. I rolled D12 one. Yeah.
Nice.
10 fire damage.
As the fire sweeps over the vines, it spreads up to the front of the plant, and it engulfs the plant. As it's been dried out from the various amounts of moisture and liquid that you guys have basically cut open from it during the combat. It's blood, so to speak. It shrills out in pain as it begins to just burn.
Burn,
You guys are out of combat. The pod people explode.
I can only imagine what the town looks like.
Can Fig try and pull himself out of this thing?
You guys are no longer in combat, but we are going to stay in initiative order.
Okay.
Got it.
All right, Fig, you are starting. It feels pretty hot in here now.
Yeah.
So 10, go.
However, you don't feel like you're being actively held back as much as you were. You are still being grappled, but you are no longer restrained.
Okay. So could I make a check or something to try and get out?
Yes, you could try to make either a dexterity check or a strength check to try to free yourself from this thing.
I'll go ahead and do a dex. Wow, almost a crit. So a 25.
You're able to find an opening in the front of the plant. Flames kind of lash out as you're reaching your hands out. You're going to take some damage from fire on the way out. You take 3 points of fire damage, but you're able to start pulling yourself out of the plant, and you flip out onto the ground.
Cool. What does it look like out here?
It
'Cause
looks
he's-
bad. Gulk's
he,
down. Fiora looks beat up. Otis looks pretty beat up. Crispin's down.
He's down.
But Crispin, I'm sorry,
But
Crispin's up.
I'm up, but I'm
He's
still
got it.
laying down prone.
Laying down
I haven't
prone.
got up yet.
It looks bad.
Fuck this.
I think he looks like towards like the direction of Gulk and kind of has like a frown on his face, but moves away from the fire at least. So he's getting burned. And I'd probably just use my actions for false life. Just go back up to 12 10 HP.
Okay. Crispin,
Yes.
you guys are no longer in combat, but it's like technically your turn.
I know what you're asking now.
Do you?
Yeah.
It's not my turn. I'm
No,
going.
It's like technically still your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna get up and like drop the vines off of me, and move towards Gulk to get him away from the flames.
You're able to pull him away pretty easy.
And when I get to his body, I see that he is actually dead. I think with the heat of the flames and pulling him back, like you see the tears going through like the ashes on my face, and I'm
Smoke, guys. Sorry, I'm not trying to make light of it.
so I'm pulling him back away from the flames. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. Since you guys are no longer in any immediate danger, no one is on death saves, we're gonna drop the initiative order.
Cool.
All the perils have been dealt with as far as Gulk being moved away from the fire. Fig is no longer inside the plant. What would you guys like to do? The plant right now is sort of like flailing about, and it's burning up.
I think I'm like beating on his chest, knowing that I can't bring him back, and I'm all expended on spells that I can't even use gentle repose on him.
Can you ritually cast it? You can't really? I thought you could.
I didn't see a ritual cast tag.
Yeah, it's a ritual spell.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it?
It's ritual.
So I can spend an hour doing it?
You can
10
spend
minutes.
10
10
minutes,
10 minutes. Okay, then I will do that.
which will help a little bit. Unfortunately, if it was an action, we could have still used Revivify later, but at least now we can use Raise Dead if we find something.
I think I got,
Oh,
yeah,
it is
here.
ritual.
Yes. So, yes. You touch corpse or other remains for the duration, target is protected from decay and can't become undead. Extends the time limit on raising the target from the dead since days spent. Influence of spell don't count against the time limit, such as Raise Dead. So, I will spend the next 10 minutes doing that.
Okay. The rest of you watch Crispin preparing the ritual spell of gentle repose to preserve Gulk's body so that it does not decay.
I feel like Otis would like to help as he is a disciple of Frog Jesus now, and he kind of feels like they're in the same wagon here. So like every time he does something, Otis is gonna be like his hype man and be like, "Oh yeah, Frog Jesus, let's go, bring him back."
It takes an extra minute.
I think
to
use
cast
it. Gulk. Maybe Gulk has a couple earrings on him that are like copper earrings that he uses as the components to help bring him back. So he peels them off.
With my guy, you don't need any components to try to do anything that involves. Oh, reviving. Never mind, you're not reviving.
Yeah.
I'm
So he takes his finds a couple copper earrings on Gulk, pulls them out, and starts casting.
His nipple rings.
Yes, his nipple rings.
There
Now
you
the cock ring's too big.
go. You are all able to.
That's good for 10 days.
That's what I feel like you guys are doing right now.
Okay. You guys. what would you like to do now? His body has now been preserved from gentle repose.
We need to get a cart if we're gonna carry his ass back to Boulder's Gate.
Yeah, because I'm exhausted. I'm done. Like, as soon as I finish the spell, I just fall backwards in, exhaustion. Because I am expand.
He's bigger than one of our feet. So maybe we find a place to sleep. How y'all feel
Yeah.
about that?
What's the rest of the town look like?
What's the rest of the town look like?
You guys are still in the woods.
Well, that's what I was. I'm just to the party. I'm like, wonder what the rest of the town looks like.
Honestly, I'm not keen on finding out.
Well, I mean, we saw the lady that was one of the pod people just fall to the ground, and when the big pod died, so maybe the rest of the town's like that also.
So what you're saying is free lodging.
Free lodging.
Hell yeah, I love a deal.
Those are nuts.
Mm-hmm.
You're only allergic to pecans, right?
And walnuts.
And walnuts. Okay.
Dude, you were fucking scared the shit out of me.
Oh my god! I was like, "What are you doing? Those are peanuts. Don't eat that."
We Gucci.
Those little bitch.
No. It's all good.
I took the EpiPen before.
I was,
so it's okay.
I was just looking out. Bro. I feel like if you have that kind of allergy, you probably are
Yeah.
much more aware of what you're eating. But
No, let's see how this one plays out.
Face out.
I don't want you to real life death saves. That's all I'm saying. You know.
It's
Yeah.
like the pecan is X'd out and it's just real peanuts out
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Okay.
It's a really Aaron thing to do.
Chemical.
So are you guys heading back to the village?
You know what?
We're gonna have to
Crispy.
get a wagon.
Why don't you and Gulk stay here? So you're both in the same state of alive right now. And do you want to stay here too since you're pretty banged up? And watch
yeah.
them and we can go up to the city and just like scout it out, see what's up,
Sure.
steal a cart.
I'll use a minute while he's ritually casting
fucking die?
Gentle Repose to get
Let's split the
a
party.
pack slot back.
You said we're like the
With the
same.
magical
I'm
ability.
alive at least. You're gonna come back to me, and I'm just gonna be like napping on Gulk's body, like, oh.
Yeah, you don't
so
look too
soft.
alive.
Why don't we all just take just an hour nap and then
I
and then
myself
go?
am sitting
I
pretty
can
on 43.
maybe carry Gulk if I rest, at least for a little while.
Okay,
Or
if you
that's
want
an
to.
option too.
I mean, we
Then
not
I won't get a pack slot back.
we're not too far away, are we, from the town? Like, I mean, you know, whatever. We can do that too.
This is bizarre. This didn't happen in the entirety of the last campaign.
Well, you just check
I'm
the
just
town real
not
quick,
really
see if
sure.
anybody's moving around there, and then we can move to town and at least get a good night's full rest there. So,
Yeah. All right, well, let's take an hour then. Just kind of bandage up, and then we all go scout together.
Dice left. I don't have any dice, but I'll get pack slots back. So.
you know what? Yeah, we're going about to do a long rest. I'm taking them all just in case.
Are you sleeping here?
Just taking a short rest.
Just short rest
Okay.
for now.
Go ahead and spend an hour.
48.
Did the flame seem to die out by the end of
Once
that
that they've kind of engulfed the main body of the plant, they kind of die out on their own.
I think Fig will want to investigate the area cautiously. See if he can find anything. Mostly probably looking at the mayor because he probably had something on him. That's at least Fig's ideas.
Oh shit! It did it for me.
Um,
I already
I'm
rolled
sorry,
it,
you're
so-
investigating. What are you trying to investigate? Like, what about it?
I think for first, Fig looks on the governor's body because he's like looking for pocket change or anything because he's like kind of like an official. For the town.
The governor, or the mayor,
The mayor, yeah.
he
mayor.
has. It looks to be like a maybe a ring of keys.
Okay.
They probably go to his house,
He takes those.
and he has just a small pouch filled with just a small amount of coins. It's maybe 3 or 4 gold coins
Okay.
worth of
Fair enough.
just various coins.
Um,
Other than that, he has no other important things on him.
and then I guess he would investigate and see if there's like this plant swallowed anything interesting.
Is it still
So-
fire still going?
It's sort of blazing out. It's sort of like
Mm.
dwindling down.
He has the control flame cantrip, so he uses it to basically extinguish. He can use a 5-foot cube at a time to extinguish the rest of the flame, so he can kind of investigate it.
So you watch Fig kind of go over and magic the flames down. Make an investigation check.
Pretty good. 19.
19. You're able to see down into basically the core of the plant, almost like the stem or the trunk of the plant. And you kind of feel, as you're controlling the flames and using your control flame cantrip, you almost get like a second sight. You kind of, it almost feels like there's a hand on your shoulder as you're as you're casting, and it seems familiar, but it still kind of takes you off guard a little bit. And out of like the peripheral vision of you, you kind of see this red-skinned hand sort of touching on your shoulder. Allow me to let you see. You see that there, he kind of burns an image into your mind. It's almost like all of a sudden your vision is very focused, and you're able to kind of almost zoom in on this trunk. And you see down into the ground, into the roots, almost at like a magnified perspective. You see that there's all these little tiny, like, thin fibers that come off of the roots. And the roots go down deep, very deep. And they're wiggling and worming around. And while the outer plant is dead, the roots are very much alive. Interesting species. You need to kill the roots, or it'll just come back.
Good to know. Good.
While he's doing that, and I just got done doing an hour before on Gulk, basically general repose. When I was looking over his body, did being inside the plant do anything to the body of Gulk?
No, it looked like it started to dissolve him and break him down.
Did it?
But, I mean, it didn't... It looks like he lost a little bit of weight. His skin seems a little thinner, but other than, it almost looks like he lost weight.
Okay. So I see this, and I'm going to ask Fig if he could come over here for a second.
Yeah.
Do you mind coming over here for a second?
What's up?
So I'm over here working on Gulk, hoping we can find somebody to revive him, bring him back to life. And I'm noticing that he was in the plant half the time you were, and his body is kind of desiccated a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
You were in there for a long time.
For reference, Fig is like really clean because he's the entire time he's been in the lamp, like he's been basically like
Licking
cleaning
his
out
fur.
like his fur.
So you were in there a long time, brother, and you look nothing like Brother Gulk here. What happened? What's the difference between the two of you?
Thick fur. He kind of like sighs. He's like, maybe if we bring Gulk back, I'll talk about it.
Secret.
Maybe if we bring him back,
If we bring him back,
you'll talk about it then. So
I don't want to bring it up when not everybody's here.
okay.
Also, this thing's not dead. Like, its roots are still alive. I have an idea, though.
Your friends are suspicious of me.
I bet it involves fire, don't it?
Surprisingly not. Because
Who are you?
Do you have something to kill the soul,
fire needs oxygen. to
or
work.
will
It
you
won't
tell
be
us
able to
that,
break it
or want to wait till everybody else is around?
down.
You could make a nature check to see if you would have a guess as to how to kill a plant.
Okay. My idea was to try and shoot lightning at it and see if it would go down the roots.
How's that work
14.
out for shambling mounds? They like lightning.
They do.
They're like,
True.
give me more,
Yeah.
give me more.
15.
Most weeds, from what you know, and this is definitely a very aggressive species of basically a weed, can be outed with strong poison or salt.
Or salt. I mean, I have poison spray. It's not
Did you-
necessarily strong.
Did you say
Poison.
that out loud?
Yeah, I feel like you would. Because now that he told you guys, and I feel like you would want to brainstorm ideas to kill it.
Well, Rufus got a little poison hawk too. He just start hawk twoing all over them there roots, and we get taken care of about 3 hours.
What if we find a butcher shop and see if they got salt? I'm sure they salt their meats down there.
Could be.
Inspiration. And inspiration for thinking about trying to use your pet.
Cool.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna have Rufus go over there and just take a look, see if it works. At least, do you know how far? How do you know the roots go down super far and are still alive?
I had a feeling.
I had a feeling.
I feel like you're so. Yeah.
That's kind of vague, but I had a feeling he was dead and he wasn't.
Let's worry about it.
So I feel like we gotta go to town and
He's Fox Jesus.
Oh my god.
It's a very religious campaign.
I'm the prophet.
We had none in the last one. There were no gods. There's all the gods.
All the gods.
All the
Yeah,
gods.
that's favoring for you.
So Rufus is gonna waddle over, and he's gonna hawk to some of the roots to see what happens.
It's you actually get a reaction almost immediately. The trunk and parts of it that it shrivels and it curls up like when you almost like it was burned, even more so than the fire did.
Can I tell that, like, that's superficially? Can I tell if like it affected deep as well?
It would be hard
Distal?
to tell unless you like dug it up or something. But
Well, I guess if like it was in this hole and it got like super shriveled and I can see down into the hole.
not
then,
quite.
okay. Well, good news. I mean, the Hawk 2 is working as it always does. So I mean,
it's all fine when you do it, but I make jokes about it.
see, the difference is when I do it's funny.
I understand. Well, on top of you Hawk 2 and all over it,
I got just
maybe we
done
just
that
salt it down a little bit, put a little bit of salt on the wound.
thing. Sure. Yeah. Well, at the very least, we don't find none. We can come back here, spend a few days, and just Hawk 2 of that hole.
Or maybe we can find a stronger poison. Either one works.
Either way, if we're gonna take a couple days.
Someone died. Okay, guys.
Someone died.
Even I'm laughing. Like I'm dead. And
He's
A man died today. Trying to save his friends.
I'm going to take the colonel and like whisper in his ear to make sure that he watches Fig,
Okay.
like full-time supervision.
Yeah. Okay. You very secretly tell your chicken to keep an eye on Fig.
Don't trust you.
Y'all ready to head back town?
Yeah, I think we should pick up some of the salt, like Crispin was talking about, and we can come back after we've rested.
And if it's back, then we just leave. Fuck it.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Well, let it rip, Tater
so you
Chip.
guys take some time. Are you bringing Gulk with you?
Yes.
You guys use a team effort to bring Gulk
Yeah.
back.
The team effort for
Either
sure.
that, or I can turn into a horse and carry him back.
That's up
That
to
would probably be easier.
you. Probably would be. We'd be.
So she turns into a
We just draw and quarter him.
almost like a translucent sort of horse. It's like this white skin, like fur,
Like
but
a
you can kind of see through it.
like a little celestial.
Yeah.
Shield riding horse.
So
And you see like the little, like the outline where its bones would be. It looks like little stars and like lines actually drawn through them.
I got a question. How are we gonna get his ass up there?
I say we just tie a rope around his feet and just drag him back.
I'm gonna have a miss.
I mean, I
He
think
can't get any more dead, right?
no. I mean, he's good for 10 days.
He's only partially. Yeah, he's not dead.
He's only a little dead.
We'll wrap him up in a blanket, just make sure kind of leave the wear and tear on his ass.
Sure. All right. So
And
I
probably
have.
like sit down. My back legs is the horse. They roll him up on my back, and
Sure.
just like I stand up.
You can still talk.
Yeah, no, I can talk.
All right. So
Oh.
this celestial horse,
I'm gonna have a fucking concussion.
Gulk. You guys kind of get
That's
Gulk
least
up on
your
there, and
worries.
he's just draped over.
Yeah.
And you guys head back to town. As you walk into town, you immediately notice the stench. It sounds like it sort of smells like rotted vegetables all through the like the main little town square area.
Like just Brussels sprouts in the microwave at work.
Worse.
like your
Yeah, it's like rotted Brussels sprouts. Like Brussels sprouts that have been in the refrigerator for a couple weeks.
Oh man.
Or like them green shakes that just go through.
Yep. And you look and there's like several human-looking people that have fallen over that their plant insides have all sort of come out.
Are there any people who aren't?
Yeah.
dead?
Yeah, there's a lot. There's several. About half of the town is still. They look to be completely fine and completely normal. But whatever influence and sway that this particular plant had over these offspring seems to have ended with it being killed. It doesn't look as though there's anyone really in charge now since the mayor is gone. So there's a little bit of, I would say, chaos and a little bit of worry as all of a sudden all these people just burst. And there's people crying, there's people sad. There's some people like, I knew he was acting weird. I told you.
Okay.
Don't worry, Fig will be the new mayor. He's got the keys. He's got the mayor's keys.
That's what Otis was gonna try and do too. So he's gonna take his gun, his pistol, and like shoot it in the air to get everyone's attention.
It works.
Howdy, y'all. Mayor Frog Jesus has arrived to sort out all your shit. You're welcome. We killed all the bad guys and the plant people and the mayor, who is a fucker, but he dead now, so he ain't gonna be messing with your lives no more.
You killed my husband?
Yeah.
You-
He wasn't your husband no more.
You killed Harry?
I think that was his name. What was that his name?
Harold.
Harold.
He was already dead.
His name wasn't
Sorry,
Harry.
man.
Harry Sassel. And you see this this actually like pretty short dwarven woman kind of come out from behind the crowd, and she's got long gray hair, but it's kind of rolled up in buns on the side of her head, but it's a little bit loose. It looks like she just crawled out of bed. She's got these like little bifocals on. She kind of looks like a short Mrs. Claus.
We killed fucking Sam.
You killed Harry?
Nope.
Well,
We killed the mayor.
what happened? What happened to all these people?
Well, you see,
I have a feeling this is your fault.
Excuse us, our fault.
we are its reckoning. Yes.
Are we still in danger?
You are if you accuse us of killing alive people. They was all plant people.
You just said you killed him out in the woods.
They was already dead. They was possessed. You ever see that movie? No, never mind. So, you know when... You know
a
when...
monster was abducting your people and replacing them. with copies.
How about we just take them out there and show them?
We just take it.
But when we
Take
go
some
back
salt.
out there, we take some damn salt with us and we cover the whole ground there.
All right. Yeah, if that works.
All right, I've got some soap. Butcher says. How much you need?
How much you got?
A lot.
Yep.
We
bring
were
it.
getting ready for the winter time.
We're going to need at least a barrel full, maybe a couple barrels.
You got it. He hollers out for some assistance.
And does anyone have a cart we can have?
Have?
We just saved town. I mean, a cart. Somebody who is not currently living had a cart that they will no longer be using. So,
Statistically, it's at least maybe more than one.
at least. So the least we could do. Like,
Yes.
That
Guys,
guy.
are we Thanos?
I'm right behind by Otis, and I'm like, brother, sometimes I think you
Gold
need
was
to
looking for
check
the
your
Infinity
words.
Gauntlet.
You do have a way with people.
I know, and it's a good way. I mean, did it not make sense?
I'm not saying you're wrong.
Was it not true?
Maybe sometimes, read the crowd and their mood, maybe sugarcoat it a little bit more. Never mind. I'm sorry I said sugarcoat. I'm afraid you're going to take that a different route. You be you, Otis.
The what looks to be like a sheriff type figure. Probably one of the only authoritative military police type person. He's actually a human, probably his mid 50s.
And now we see
He's
him.
wearing like it almost looks like a town guard sort of outfit, and he does have like he has like a little emblem on his thing that looks like a very cliche metal star.
It's Deputy Doofy.
But he's got a green and blue tabard on, and he's wearing like a metal helmet. His hair he has it on like not quite straight because he just got up, and he's carrying a pike, and he's got a sword on his side.
So,
Take us to where all this happened.
where have you been?
Well, I've been here, policing.
Not that good though. Or was that?
I went
No,
into the, I
no,
went into the
that's
cornfields
deserving. He deserved that.
to look for the people.
Where was he when they was turning the plants?
It don't look like they were in your bedroom, were they?
Well, no. I mean, it's my day off.
Can I do an insight check to see if he seems like a piece of shit?
Sure.
And while he's doing that, I'm going to lean down to like one of the veggie bodies that have just disintegrated. I'm like, wonder if it was his day off also.
Well, we don't normally have a lot of people just drop dead in town. We're a very small village.
Well, I figured, with the carnival going on and all that, you might have...
I had a few deputized youths, but the crowds don't typically
Did you
get
say
that rowdy.
youths?
Youths, yes, youths.
They're all plant people.
Like I said, the crowds don't get very rowdy here. This is a family environment.
How long has it been since this initially shit hit the fan? From like the fire at the corn maze to this point in time now?
A couple hours.
Couple hours. So,
Maybe 3.
in a couple hours, you're telling
you
me
guys
you didn't
did
hear...
rest for an hour, and then you rest for another hour. So it's
Yeah.
probably been about 4 hours.
You're telling me in the past 4 hours, you just seen fit to just lay in your bed, the town's burning, people screaming, and you just had to take a damn nap. Because it was your fucking day off.
The town wasn't screaming. We got all the things, and it was time for people to go to bed. You guys did see that the last time you were here, they were going to bed. Most of the people were going to bed.
If I was an officer of the law, I might be staying up and seeing what the hell, maybe volunteer my help to a group of adventurers and maybe show them around town, maybe help them out a little bit.
Listen here, old timer.
You are, oh, hell no.
Maybe things were different 60 years ago, but,
I'm going to snap my finger and point to the colonel and let the colonel's just going to jump out and start clawing him in the face. Fucking call me old timer.
so as this chicken kind of
Back in my day, there was a lot more respect for the man of the cloth.
And as this chicken's going up, he's trying to push him off of the pike. And back in my day, there was a lot more respect for people of the law. Now call your chicken off before it's executed.
Yeah, I'll do that, Barney. Mr. One Pike.
The mayor's wife, she comes up. Let's just, everyone calm down. It's been an eventful evening. You guys look like you've been through a lot. Yes?
I've cursed more tonight, ma'am, than I have in a lifetime. And it does look like a lifetime, but I started the night at a youthful 27 years old. I now look like my grandpa, who is still alive. Maybe. It's been a couple months since I've seen him, but I'm not his age.
You can take your friend, put him in the chapel.
Thank you. And then I just start walking off. I look like a very...
I'm going to gather up
She's
the colonel and walk towards the chapel.
Now,
also.
Sheriff, we may owe these people a great service.
When your off day's done, don't inconvenience yourself, and I'm going to continue walking towards the chapel.
He's looking around for his deputies.
They're probably dead.
They are. I've never seen anything like this. People just exploding. Plants and goo coming out of them. Damnedest thing. So he takes the butcher and a couple other of the I guess more farmer type people. They get you a wagon and they head out into the woods with you guys to show them where this plant's at. They brought 3 large barrels of salt.
All right. I guess we'll drop Gulk at the chapel and then go help with the salt.
So as you're kind of showing them the whole scene, one of the farmers is looking at some of the strange plant life. I've never seen anything like this. Did you guys have anything to do with this being planted here? This is strange.
No. We just showed up to your town last night.
We killed them both planted there, that's for sure.
Well, it's very gross. And you're saying that this thing was consuming people?
We originally came here because there was a missing person. I'm assuming now that he was consumed by this thing.
Probably. And how did Mandadar tie into all of this?
Crispin, do you have that journal?
Sorry.
Getting
He has a DNR.
I got phlegm caught up in my throat.
You need to ride back to town.
I gotta get my. I'll pull out some.
Suddenly you see the
some
sheriff.
caramel-
He pulls out his sword and he begins hacking at some of the vines. It was still squirming. It was still squirming.
Very helpful.
Crispin pulls out like caramel drops and puts them in his mouth. That's better.
Low Werthers.
Little Werthers. They're water deep originals.
Well,
yeah, I
this-
still have the journal.
This is the damnedest thing I've ever seen. And they're kind of like poking some of the pumpkins.
Who said that?
The sheriff.
It's hard to see things from your bed. Sorry.
So you've never taken a day off in your life from your job, right? Ever.
Being a man of the cloth is 7 days a week.
Being a man of the law is not.
And we see that.
Yeah,
It's part-time.
Well, I hired help.
Yeah, we see where they're at.
How am I supposed to know that they are these plant people?
Burn them, obviously.
I mean, clearly, you guys didn't think anything was with them either.
We
Right?
noticed something was fucking weird this afternoon,
Well,
and you're living with them full time.
Well, I don't know. People are just, themselves. They seem like them.
Now, all I'm saying is do better.
Well,
Yeah, so the salt's gonna go over here around.
Crispin jumps in. I'm
All
like,
these people died.
he's
because of
Crispin's
you.
like,
well, I clearly hope that something like this doesn't land near your hometown. And that you're not one of the first ones consumed.
you know what? We'll be awake.
And we're already fighting something worse. Thanks.
Worse than this.
You have no idea.
I don't know. This is pretty bad. It ate people. Made new people that were not quite people.
I'm sorry, I'm still laughing because I'm still a horse and he's arguing.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
That part hasn't even dawned on him.
This whole night has been crazy.
The whole time that you've been having this conversation with him, he's still looking over at Crispin and not paying attention. He's
Yeah.
actually talking to him.
So funny.
I think Otis and the butcher have been taking this time to salt and poison the roots effectively. Like a little salt, a little tua, a little salt. So we're doing salt tua.
It's a pretty effective concoction as this thing begins to, you sort of salt the ground where it was at, and you get enough of the salt mixture and the poison saliva to kind of go down into the hole. You hear a little bit of wriggling coming from underneath the dirt, and then it sort of stops. The salt itself would probably prevent anything from growing here for a while, or ever.
Disco.
Well, we owe you a thanks. Do you think that there will be any more of those people?
Don't use any more of that fertilizer.
And it's about this time he turned around, and he saw the horse talking to him.
Don't use it.
You're a horse!
I'm a druid. Thanks for noticing.
Oh. Hello. I've never met a druid before. Talking
I'm about to
horse.
say something. I'm like, I'm done for today.
Talking horse, talking frog, talking fox.
Yeah, we're a menagerie. Anyway, don't use that fertilizer anymore. I don't know for certain if it has anything to do with it, but just in case.
And if I were y'all, I might do a little sweep around town to see if there's any other plants like this.
We already had planned on it. There could be more.
And you're on top of your game today. I'm glad you're in charge.
Well, I'm not really in charge, but
Someone's got to be.
it seems like a pretty good idea.
Yeah, I'm glad it's not you. I'll tell you what.
So
We're gonna have to probably elect a new mayor, unless his wife takes over. Which
Well, Mayor Frog Jesus is here. I got you.
well, she is single now. I dig them spectacles and that white hair.
I bet you do.
I don't know, like something just kicked in.
Settle
about
down,
it.
Otis.
You can give her the good old herbs and spices.
Plant in town.
Give her the drumstick.
I'm about to take your guys' inspiration away.
mercy euphemisms can we come up with?
So, they salt the ground. You guys clearly have all the evidence that there was something crazy going on here. You guys spend the time to help them. Some of the people, including the butcher and the sheriff, they kind of begin going on the outskirts of, around the forest to see if there's any other. They're gone. They just go away. They leave you guys basically by yourselves.
I'm done, guys. I'm spent.
You want to ride back to town?
Like
Crispin?
mentally, physically.
Yeah, I feel like we should get a hotel or a motel or a Holiday Inn or something and crash for the night.
Before like the mayor's wife leaves, could I ask her something?
Mayor's wife wasn't among them.
Oh, she didn't come with us. Oh, I guess the sheriff then.
Yeah, you could ask the sheriff.
Do you think, since we helped you guys, do you think you could help us with our friend?
I don't know that we have anyone capable of a spell to save him, but
Maybe a reference or someone in Baldur's Gate somebody knows.
Yeah. The mayor had friends there. Definitely we could put in a. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not sure what they can do, but I don't want to make any promises. But yeah,
Thanks.
absolutely. You guys are welcome to stay in the chapel for the evening with your friend if you want. We can get some cots or some towels or some extra clothes, food, whatever it is that you guys require.
I'll tell you what, a nice hot bath and a cot sounds delightful.
Yeah, I'm sure that the mayor will be more than happy to compensate you more than justly. Sorry we kind of got off on the wrong foot. It's been, well, we lost people. You lost one too. Death has a, well, it makes people weird.
So is that plant monster thing.
I hope next we meet that it's under better circumstances with cooler heads.
I think as we're walking away, I go, Otis, who wasn't cool there?
I'm always cool, so I don't know.
I know you are. Did I do anything?
I don't think so.
Yes.
I mean,
Fiona was.
Yeah, she's a little awkward, I'll tell you. When she's
You guys,
talking horse.
You guys have this
believe it?
conversation as you head back to town.
Yeah.
That's what we meant. We were having that conversation.
You see the mayor's wife, and she's just kind of sitting near like the center of town. She's just found this like little stool. She's just kind of sitting there crying.
As we get closer, I like lick my fingers. I'm like, but I only curl one side of my mustache because the other side's burned off.
Yeah, she's just crying with her hands and her head in her hands.
And when we walk back, did she notice me?
Yeah, she gave you the eyes, I'll tell you.
They look awfully like she was crying.
Oh, it's because she's into you that much. Yeah. I think with hauling all this salt, too, it probably just irritated them.
It might have been.
Yeah, I'd probably, when you're talking to her, just make sure you're talking with your left side facing away from her, because... ugh.
I'm shaving.
No, halfway you are.
I'm gonna make it match a little bit.
Okay.
Why you
She
keep
notices
looking
the sound of the clip clop as you kind of come back up,
Kinda hard to
and she kind of wipes the tears away. Oh, you've returned. Where's everyone else?
Your cop went back to bed.
Well, I don't think so, but
I was just kidding. I'm trying to make jokes on a light situation.
she does laugh.
I think they said they were going to investigate, make sure there's nothing else like this out there.
Well, good. And is there anything that you require?
We need to rest.
Yup.
Surely,
Yes.
anywhere you want.
And
take care of our friend.
Yeah, your sheriff said you might, or at least your husband might have known somebody potentially in Baldur's Gate that might be able to help us with our friend.
Said something about the Guild of Heralds.
Yeah, was he a part of that?
Harry made a few friends and a few enemies within the city. More friends than enemies.
I'm about to say we just want the friends. we got enough enemies.
I will. I'll see what I can do.
we just need some way for.
I'll write a letter,
Appreciate it.
and you should be able to take that to someone as a letter of recommendation. As a, they would be paying off an old favor if they can help you.
Okay.
Now, as far as you said, you used to be 27 years old. I take it that you are going to require some sort of aid as well.
If it happens, it happens. I'd rather my friend here start breathing again than me, go back to being 27 instead of this beautiful golden age of 67 that you see before you. And I'm trying to straighten out my
Well, you don't look a day over 47.
fucking told
That
you.
she's hitting on you. I also used to not be 38.
He used to not be a frog. He used to be human.
He used to be.
Wow.
He was human before he fought this plant thing.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Oh, yeah,
You should have
shit.
seen it.
Yeah,
I really think that was out of sorts for me. I'm just kidding.
yeah, that's where we're drawing the line.
That's pretty funny.
You can stay in the chapel, or you're welcome to stay in our small inn. Anything you need, anything you want, it's on us.
Was the 100 platinum we got for our stuff real or not real?
Yeah, it's true.
Okay.
Forgot about that. That's nice.
Okay, so where are you guys going?
I guess the chapel's fine with Fig.
Same.
At least beat your gold.
So you see that there's it looks like a big wash basin is sort of outside of the chapel. It's empty. There's nothing in it, but you could probably bathe in it if you needed to.
Yep.
Okay.
I think Otis is going to fill it up.
All right.
I revert back to humanoid. And I'll assist.
Okay, so you guys spend some time getting some water from the well, and you put some water into this tub.
Otis just belly flops in there like
All right.
he's missing the water in the swamp.
Crispin's like, oh yeah, here. Psh. Just gonna fucking shave now.
All right, so you guys, you take your nice little jacuzzi tub action, little whirlpool jets somehow.
It's just my farting.
I don't know. You guys have so many spells. It's possible. I don't know. What
Oh
you
yeah,
guys
I'll
do.
use
Thaumaturgy.
Yeah, thaumaturgy. There you
to
go.
cast tremors on the water.
Yeah, there you
Just bubbles.
go. Probably about
Like-
30 minutes after you guys kind of get back and you're getting
Fig
settled
touch.
in, you kind of wipe some of the dirt and the grime. You guys kind of
Yeah.
get cleaned up. Someone comes with a couple of trays of food. It's a bunch of bread and wine, fresh water, various fruits, some of the fall harvest foods, apples, and
This time I'm gonna take the water. After the last time I'm gonna just take a little nip of it and see if I feel any of that the residue I did last time.
no, feels fine.
Then I'm gonna eat and drink.
Very well.
Yep.
You guys spend your evening eating and drinking, and wondering how you're going to get your friend back to life.
So now, after cleaning up, Crispin is shaved. He now has the mustache with a little strip goatee,
Okay.
because that's all that's really left. Everything else is gone. So he just has like a little strip white, close shaven, and the mustache, and he's trying to curl it up a little bit. Like one side curls a little bit more than the other. So he's like, you see him like take earwax, and he's like,
Man, you remind me of someone. I just cannot place it. Feel feel like we should use your face to brand your chicken. Your like line of chicken, not your chicken. Like, don't get a brand. You know what I'm saying?
Colonel's like, burr? Burr?
I just feel like it fits. But I feel like since you're all old now, you probably need glasses. And a bolo for some reason.
I can see just fine.
How many fingers am I holding up? And he's only got 3.
He's only got 3.
How many flippers?
Are those really fingers or?
Well, if you have better eyesight, you could tell.
Touche, friend, touche. I will look into it when we get to Baldur's Gate.
That's good. Well, you know what? Actually, Otis might be able to help you out a little bit because I requested a Boulder hat of beard that is being made for me. And if you want your beard back, you just got to wear the bolo.
The bolo.
Or the bowler hat.
It's called the Hat of the Distinguished Gentleman.
Yes, it is. And I don't know if it's going to be orange hair. It could be. Because, you know, I got orange hair, but I think you look good in orange. Do you think about it if you want the beard back?
We'll look into it. But as of right now, how about a little nip of the cough syrup?
Oh, yeah. Say no more,
Getting
man.
out Grandpa's cough syrup.
You're going to sleep real good tonight.
I need a
Get
nightcap.
some of that medicine. I'm going to pass out round for everyone who will take
I think after the length of the day, after eating, taking one drink of that, I'm just sitting there and I'm like the old man that falls asleep, like watching football.
I'll cast the thaumaturgy hand that it can open doors or windows, and I'm going to like push his head back to open up the airway a little bit.
There you go.
Now his mouth's open.
I'm going to use the hand to cover his mouth and nose.
He dies.
Now you'll need 2 resurrections. You all begin to drift off into sleep. Some of you sooner than others. And you reflect upon the past 24 hours, strange events. This harvest festival. The abominations that were created by this mad scientist that was actually not a mad scientist at all. It was as though his brain was twisted by the mutation of the plant. And then the confrontation with the plant. You guys have saved a town, and possibly much larger. There's no real idea of how far this could have spread, or if it could reproduce in any way. It spoke to you, at least one of you, and said that it came from beyond the stars, and that it was here to conquer. While it may not seem like it, you may have very well saved the world. As you reflect on all of this, you were all level 5.
Mine's really easy.
Except for Gulk.
Except for Gull, he's dead. He doesn't get it. He, even if we bring him back, he missed the level up. Oh.
Means I'll be able to do some things.
Yes, you guys were supposed to get a level like 2 weeks ago, and it just kept going and going. That was actually 3 weeks ago, and going and going and going.
Oh, cunning action. I missed you.
What'd you say?
It said, oh, cunning action. I missed you.
So I can swap my spells out, can I?
Bonus action, disengage.
Yes.
Need one more room.
Fiora.
Yes.
As you sort of distance yourself from the others without seeming like you're distancing yourself from the others, this whole encounter, this whole experience has left you a bit concerned and jaded. You know that there are things in the natural world that are dangerous. you know that there are various different types of plants that aim to sustain themselves off the life forces of others. But in your entire experiences, your vast knowledge of nature, and your time spent with the druids, you've never seen anything like this. But there was something strange about the way that it said that it came from the stars. You've spent more time studying the stars than you ever did plants, birds, and fish. You make several notes mentally to see if you could maybe potentially dig up more information about this thing later. If there have been other run-ins or encounters with a particular species of plant like this. And yet, it reminds you of a dream that you've had not long ago with the eyeballs and the vision of a multi-headed serpent. And as you look up into the stars again tonight, wondering where this thing could have came from, you reach out to the heavens for solace and guidance. You see the stars begin to swirl and sway as the galaxies up above move the way they always do, unseen to those who can't see it, only those who are gifted with the sight. To a normal onlooker, it would just look like vast darkness, cold, empty space. But the stars tell tales and speak to you in your mind. No longer of eyeballs and symbols of a multitude of eyes. No more of lashed tentacles and floating orbs. You see something very much from this world. Just the outline of a winged lizard. You're not sure the color. You're not sure the origin. But it looks cold where it's at. It looks mountainous. It looks like winter. You see yellow eyes gleaming out at you, right above a maw of jagged teeth, as it seems to almost look in your direction when you notice it, and smile at you. Large, scaly white wings, and frost on its breath. You hear the familiar voice of this thing from beyond. You have bigger fish to fry. Are you ready?
Maybe. Are you talking about yourself?
And you're not ready for me. Not yet. You see, I need you to reach a further pinnacle of your power. Right now, you're just a little sproutling, a little weed. I need you to blossom into a tree, so that when I rip that energy from you, to sustain me even further, I'll live a lot longer. Right now, I might get a year or two out of you, and I want a century or more.
It sounds like I should just snuff myself out now instead, not take that risk.
You could. You have choice. If I let you.
What's your name?
You'll find out. I'm surprised you don't already know. You say it sometimes, underneath your breath, sometimes when you're dreaming, And you think you're calling out to your mother, but you're not calling out to your mother. You're calling out to me. Speaking of your mother, what do you know about her?
She's not interested in speaking. So it doesn't matter.
And you think that the people that you call mother and father are your mother and father?
That would explain a lot if I wasn't their daughter.
They call you freak, right? They're scared of you. Your whole tribe was afraid of you. They said you'd been touched with the curse.
I've persisted until now. It doesn't matter anymore. Not really.
Your power grows. And that's why we are able to have this conversation now. Because try as you might, we're connected. And our fates are entwined. Fate won't let you die. And neither will I. Not until you're ready.
That's a pretty big claim there.
What do you think sways all of the influence in the known universe? Is it not the stars? And the stars tell us when and where and how. And what do the stars tell you about you?
They're quiet.
Why? Why are they quiet when they have always talked to you up until now? And me? Am I so bad?
You're trying to intimidate me. That doesn't bear a good impression.
I'm trying to help you.
So you can kill me.
Death is just a point of view. You still look at things as night and day and moon and sun. But there is the eclipse. There is that parallel between light and dark. That realm in between, that shadow in between. You and I are in that plane. We are the shadow. We are neither light nor dark. And even though you choose to embrace the moon, I choose to embrace the sky.
You say a lot,
You
but I
don't,
haven't learned.
you
a
don't say
single
very
thing.
much.
I've learned it's better to be quiet and to listen.
I've been quiet long enough. And we will meet eventually. I just need you to stay alive.
We'll see about that.
You'll have bigger problems than me. For now. Suddenly you're back into your right vision.
Sort of look around, and I assume no one's really noticed this all has happened. I look at Fig, and Crispin, and Otis, and then I look at Gulk, lying there. And I decide to keep it quiet for the moment, until we're all together again.
And as you drift off to sleep, the last image that you see is the fainting shimmer of a star outside. But the star seems a bit odd. And it almost seems as though the galaxies and the mists of the space itself float around this. And you see this light, this star, change from white to blue to green to red and eventually black. And then you wake up. You all get a long rest.
Yes.
And the day is yours.
I think we should go speak with the mayor's wife. We still need to find out if the young man we were sent to find, if perhaps he was one of the plant people.
I feel like we asked a lot before the festival, and nobody really seemed to know.
But I think it was Harold himself, and we seen
Yeah.
where that turned out. He was very standoffish on answering any
He
questions.
might be more willing to help. And even if not,
Yeah.
I'm concerned that this village might not survive without the crops that have been grown in that fertilizer. And I might be able to help them with that
Okay,
before
Sure.
we leave.
take the lead, Fedora.
So we'll go, or at least I will go and find the mayor's wife. I don't think we caught her name yet.
She didn't give it to you, no. Okay. So you guys head towards what you believe is the mayor's house. You knock on the door. It's still pretty early in the morning, but you can tell that there's a little bit of stirring going on, and there's a little bit of smoke billowing from the chimney. So someone is probably up. You hear a little bit of shuffling around, and sure enough, you see a very tired-looking Madam Mayor. Hello.
I'm sorry to disturb you. I'll be brief. We came here originally looking for a missing young man. I was wondering if you knew about him. We were wondering if perhaps he was one of the plant people.
I mean, we've had a lot of visitors in and out. Is it someone that lived in the town?
They lived in Baldur's Gate, and I used minor illusion to sort of show a picture of what he looked like, because we saw a drawing or something of him.
So as she kind of looks at the image that you create, he might be familiar. I feel like I might have seen him in town, but I can't say I know where he is now.
Okay. Well, thank you. One more question. If you have to dispose of all of the crop that was grown in that fertilizer, will the town fare well in the winter?
Well, I'm not sure that the fertilizer had anything to do with the plant.
You don't think it did?
I think that was Mandadar's. You showed me the journal. Not really a journal, it was notes. So, no, I don't think that the two were connected at all.
Okay. Well, as long as you feel safe with that. If you do not, if you need some help, I can grow at least some food before I leave for you to harvest.
We've already harvested most of it already for the festival, so.
Okay.
But I very much appreciate you offering to help. But you and your friends have done enough for us already. You've risked much and lost much.
We have. I suppose there is one more thing. We need a cart or of some description to get our friend back to town.
You are welcome to take it. The one that you were using last night is yours.
I honestly forgot. When Manadar died, was he a plant person too? Or was he
Yes.
just-
Yes.
Okay, got it. I wasn't
That's-
sure.
I know it's been a while, but yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
it's been a little
why
while,
I
so.
was concerned, because he was a plant person
Mhm,
making
mhm.
fertilizer.
Also, do we want to do something with that? Is that abomination still there?
You guys brought it back, didn't you?
I don't know what we.
I think
Wanna
we
do
left
with
it
it.
in the.
We left it in the shed until we dealt with this thing.
I think the shed was burned down.
Yeah, but I think he said that it might have
It's
survived.
still there, yeah.
So, do you want to do something with that? I mean, we could see if somebody would buy it.
I would prefer to destroy it, but I
Fix-
know that's a
fix
rather.
these But I guess it's whatever the party decides.
It's probably a rather unpopular opinion to destroy it, so I'll go with whatever.
I know
the
we do
group
have a cleric
decides.
of Thunder here too, though. So
No, I thought we burned it in, left it in the fire to burn.
it didn't die, or it didn't burn.
Did it not, then I'd say we continue to burn until it does.
If it's
okay.
magical, it might be difficult to destroy outright.
No.
We did set all the fertilizer ablaze too, so it probably blew up as well. I mean, it's got to be Kentucky Fried by now.
I mean, is it still there?
What's that?
The abomination?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it survived.
I say we go choppy choppy.
All right, hey, go. Oh,
Oh
man.
man.
That was messed up.
How are we gonna choppy it?
I don't think I have anything.
It's
for
stitched
that.
together, right?
Maybe we could unstitch.
There's
it.
just a hole in it where Mandadar had stitched himself into it. But other than that, yeah, it's still in one piece.
We could cut the stitches, perhaps, and just scatter the pieces.
Or one of us could Jaeger it. But it seems like a pretty powerful magical item, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not using that thing. If you want to, go ahead.
You're probably about the only one small enough to fit in there, you and Fig.
Yeah.
Fig's used to being stuff for multiple hours.
Yeah, he was in that plant thing for like 5 days. Why don't you get up there?
It's different. I told you to talk about it once we got gold back.
Sure we will, buddy. Sure we will.
I think we have a few things to speak about once we have Gulk back.
Interesting.
Can
Seems like I'm
Otis,
not the only one that has something to talk about.
can Otis try and climb up into the driver's seat and see
You can figure it out.
control it at all?
You need to identify it to understand how it works, but I can
Yeah,
tell you that it
identify.
is a
I
magical
have
item,
identify.
but it does require attunement.
I'm going to cast Identify then. And I'll go ahead and cast it normally, since I can cast it for free once a day. Hey, Crispin, didn't you pick up that sickle or whatever, the scythe, the
Yes,
one monster
I
thing?
got that.
Oh, true.
Doesn't one of you have the needle?
Did you have
I
that?
think
Someone does.
I think I picked up the needle. Yeah.
Yeah, I can go ahead and just spend 20 minutes.
Although I think you need like a
identifying
certain
everything.
proficiency or
Yes, I
something
do
to
have
wield
that.
it or like use it. So we might be able to sell it. I wrote down that it could be worth up to 2,000 gold.
So the Abominable Hulk is not an independent creature. It's more like a living suit of armor that grants formidable strength and endurance to its controller. The Hulk is made from the living tissue of many creatures. It does require attunement, and if you attune to it, you are absorbed into the Hulk. But you gain the following features and adjustments. You go from being whatever size you are to being large. Your strength goes to 18. Your armor class goes to 13. You gain 75 hit points. This is separate from your actual hit points, so you still retain those.
So is the armor class for the body itself, and
Yes.
you have your separate armor
no,
class?
you're separate. It's just the body.
See,
Because you'd be like inside.
Yeah. You gain multi-attack. You have advantage on strength and constitution saving throws. You have 3/4 cover while you're inside of it. You have magic resistance, so you have advantage against all magical
damn.
saves.
That's sick.
You get like a couple of attacks. The bullhorns attack, the ram's head attack, and you gain terrifying visage because you're pretty grotesque looking. However, because of the nature of the machine, attuning to it would instantaneously change your alignment to whatever you are into an evil person. If you follow any gods or deities that look down upon the dead or the perversion of the dead, that god would no longer want you to worship them.
I don't think you had to worry about me getting in there.
Yeah.
Hey, Rufus.
This thing
I
was
don't know that he could
basically
attune
made
items.
from like a bunch of dead people, and they weren't dead people; they were killed and then used as parts to make the machine. But like I said, to the right person, it would probably be worth about 2,000 gold.
You could sell it. Things like,
But then we gotta drag this thing around.
do we have a cart now?
And the
Gulk's
thing's a
gonna be in the
damn
cart.
abomination.
Well, we can put Gulk in the thing.
Like-
It's like
Oh god.
Yeah, it won't
turducken.
attune him.
He's
He's basically
You
Tony
have
Stark.
to be alive to attune to something.
He's undead Tony Stark. He's fine.
So an animal companion can't like attune to something,
No,
right?
not something like this.
Then he'd be evil.
Then you evil root.
Evil.
He gets cool enough. He doesn't need an abomination suit. At one point later on, you get to ride him around. It's
I
gonna be
know,
sweet.
I can't wait. Frog and a dragon. It's almost as cool as Donkey on a Dragon.
You should
Shrek.
name him Falcor.
Yeah, that'd been pretty cool.
You still can. He can be Rufus, Falcor Rufus.
Yeah, I mean, whenever I bring him back to life, I can change his name.
He's just Rufus now. It doesn't matter how many times you bring him back to life.
That's true.
Big's vote is selling this thing to a necromancer in Baldur's Gate, but that's his vote.
I would say that in the black market, you might be able to get more from it. Otherwise, you'd have to probably sell it outside of a big city. But if you... I would say you being with a roguish background, you would know that there definitely would be a black market interest in this item by certain mages and wizards who would be interested in either taking it apart and studying it or trying to replicate it. Maybe not as gross, but
yeah.
Would I have any contacts in like the smuggling world of who to talk to?
You specialize more in illegal alcohols, but you may have heard the occasional whisper. I would say that you've probably ran into the occasional person that specializes in illicit goods, to things that are kind of more under the radar and not right out in the open.
Fig could probably find somebody in the city using thieves.
Yeah, I'd say between the
Thieves'
two
Camp.
of you, you guys definitely could probably find someone interested in buying it.
All right, let's Traduck and Gulk in there, and then put it on the cart and sell our spoils.
Okay,
Wow.
the scythe.
Well, hopefully the guys don't smite us en route because
Yeah.
Why would they?
I will not help you load that thing. I will not help protect that thing,
I'm with you, Crispin.
and I'll be moving ahead of the cart. Good luck pulling the cart.
More money for me.
You made a friend with a demon horse.
Yeah.
He was cool though.
It was cool though.
He's cool as shit, and he was a donkey.
He's not undead.
This isn't undead.
It's kind of undead.
It's not at all undead.
It's an
Necromancy.
abomination.
It is an abomination, and it's a machine.
Yeah.
It's more like a construct.
Okay,
I guess.
the scythe itself is known as the Preserving Scythe. It is rare. It also requires attunement. This magic scythe was enchanted to preserve life of both its wielder and its victims, even when death might prove a less gruesome alternative. You gain a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls when you're using the scythe. While attuned to the scythe, you also have resistance to necrotic damage, and you have advantage on death saving throws. Additionally, when you score a critical hit with this weapon against a large or a smaller creature, the scythe cleanly severs one of that target's limbs or appendages, excluding the head, even if you call a headshot.
Nice.
Any creature reduced to 0 hit points or fewer with the Preserving Scythe will remain alive for up to 4 hours due to the scythe's magic, but you're more like not alive, if that makes sense.
Is it kind of like spare the dying
Sort of, yeah.
type of deal? Interesting.
This effect also applies to any limbs that you severed with the weapon.
Well, this is disturbing.
What like weapon
It's a scythe.
would it use?
I think it's finesse.
Scythes, I believe, are listed in the.
I think it's a simple. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's like a
there's-
simple.
I think it's
weapon.
considered a simple weapon. They're not a very common weapon, but
The only thing I see here is Golden Scythe. That's from Flea Mortal's book.
let's take a look.
That's heavy two-handed though. Yeah, this is
It might be under the
magic
tools.
item.
I can't even get my
Yeah, I didn't think there was.
D&D Beyond to come up.
I would say that it's probably closer to a glaive. If you were
A
looking for
glaive.
just raw
Got it.
stats,
Yeah, that's what I was more asking for. That makes sense. Okay.
it doesn't actually say how many hands it uses.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say that it's probably closer to to like a glaive,
That makes sense. So it'd be heavy,
or a halberd.
heavy reach and two-handed.
Yeah, but I would call it a simple weapon, not
Simple.
a martial weapon, and it deals slashing damage only.
I feel like the really only one that could use that would be Golk.
Mhm.
You might be interested in it. I guess we could hang on to it at least.
I mean, it is still a +1 weapon,
True.
regardless.
At the very least, yeah. So it'd be magical. So
And if he's going to continue to spend most of his time dying, he might need that advantage.
he
on
might
death
need that
saving
advantage.
throws.
that was as soon as you said that, I'm like, oh, Golk can use that. And
Yeah.
what?
It's like the
Resistance,
perfect weapon for freaking Elvin, though. Like,
resistance necrotic damage too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
it's
pretty big.
it's a pretty interesting
Pretty
little
cool, yeah.
weapon.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit jealous I didn't come up with it. It was in the book, but
Who'd
I
you say
liked
you
it.
did?
I've given you guys a lot of homemade magical treasures already.
Yeah, they're cool and neat.
And the needle So the needle is called the Bond Anything Needle. You are able to... It doesn't have a full description because it's homemade, and I didn't bring my little card. The item does not require attunement, but it does require proficiency with either sewing or some type of clothier tools. I would rule certain things like fishing, and those things would be along the lines of that.
Tinker's tools.
I would say, yeah, tinker's tools, artificer's tools, things like that. You can either actually stitch one thing to another, as this needle will pierce almost anything non-magical. It does not leave puncture wounds to it, though. It kind of goes through with this, and it forms magical thread that you can't really see, and it can bond anything to anything, basically.
So it's similar to the mending cantrip, but like more powerful, probably.
It cannot do anything magical.
Anything.
It has to be a non-magical thing.
Got it. Non-magically.
Yep.
Got it.
Does anyone else have thieves' tools or a sewing thing?
I don't
I
know
mean,
what you guys are going to
thieves-
do with that, but
Yeah,
I'm like,
thieves' tools,
Or,
but-
leave it to
Tinker's
this group
tools,
to
I
find a
mean.
way to make that me regret giving you that thing.
I
True.
feel like it could be useful. I don't
The
know.
thread that it produces is basically unlimited. You can stitch as long as you need to stitch. And the thread is...
Can we stitch his hand back on?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I don't know that it will, like, fix it, but
I don't really have it.
Yeah, it got eaten.
I hadn't
bolt
gotten quite
chewed
that
by a
far.
dragon.
I meant more that you could just stitch things together.
Yeah.
But, yeah, sure, you absolutely could. That might do something. It'd be interesting.
Well, if no one objects, I could probably use it with my Tinker tool trait.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Take it.
Cool.
Oh,
Are you
give
gonna
it to you?
add it to the Beyond?
Yeah, I'll add it.
Okay.
Scythe.
Bond anything needle.
Bond. Everything. I had a custom item for now.
That could be a potentially interesting thing, that
Yeah,
it
yeah.
could reattach severed limbs.
Yeah.
We might need that in the future.
Especially if you give Gulk that scythe.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, if we sever a limb, a left hand, and we just sew that onto Gulk's left hand, it should still function because it's preserved and then
Just
it's
get like a-
reattached to a body.
So
Get like a goblin
there's
hand
a
or
bunch
something.
of bodies laying around here.
Well, it's only like doesn't decompose for 4 hours.
So, all right, this was not an effect I originally intended, but I like what you guys are doing. The needle will allow you to attach severed limbs to another thing, and it will
Nice.
mend.
Here's what I'm thinking.
So we get like a cat,
Gu-
right?
Gulk's dead right now,
Uh-huh.
and if we were able to, it'd be kind of funny if he wakes up and his left hand is a child's hand.
I like what you're thinking. I really like it.
So, Crispin, where are you going to get the hand from?
And then I'm looking around, I'm like, I'm gonna look at you, I'm like,
No, not my hand.
I'm not saying your hand.
Oh.
But I wouldn't feel right if we found a dead child laying around in town and chopping his hand off. But if you did it, it'd be allowable. Because you are not a trustworthy. And if we did this, it'd be funny. Only if he lives. If it not, well, we have desecrated 2 bodies. And this group needs a lot of praying. A lot of
Most
heat.
of the people that died plant
So you do
people
not
anyways.
find a dead
Yeah, I was
child.
about to say, most of them were plant people anyways.
You
that
do
died.
find a
Yeah.
dead adult gnome, though.
Yes. Okay.
There you go. Take his left hand. You know what? Make it funnier. Put his right hand on his left hand.
He's gonna have 2 right hands. That's so funny.
That's amazing.
He just wanted a robot hand.
Well, he hasn't commented on it yet, so.
Is he on a shitter?
I think he's working.
Think he's crying?
No, I think he's working.
I would be if someone did that to my
Or he's up there
character.
rolling his robot character.
True.
I'll show them sons of bitches.
He's got to level it up to level 5.
Okay, so you guys gather all of your spoils. You guys have your monies, and you have the wagon and the abomination suit, and you are heading back north to Baldur's Gate.
So, what? We got a wagon?
Mhm.
What do we got pulling the wagon?
Probably your druid.
She
Where's
said she would
our-
have nothing to do to pull the abomination body.
Where's our demon horse?
Well, yeah, didn't we?
I don't know. How are you guys
I
pulling
think-
this cart?
I can only shapeshift for 2 hours at a time. I don't remember how long it takes to get to Baldur's Gate, but
Hey, Mrs. Mayor.
Yeah.
Mrs. Mayor.
Yeah.
Mrs. Mayor. Hey, can we borrow a horse?
Borrow?
Well, we'll send it
I
back.
mean, you could just have.
Okay.
No, we really don't need it. I mean, U-Town is decimated. I think you need the horse to help rebuild and plow the fields.
We'll recover.
Oh, sounds good to me.
Plus,
Well, thanks.
Plus-
two ends of the spectrum there.
Plus, several people who used to own the horses are
True.
no longer with us.
You know,
so-
I said the exact same thing, and he gave me shit about that the other day.
Who's gonna take care of the horse? I mean, they're just gonna leave him to die. Yeah, nobody can take care of him.
Grandma's think alike, though.
but just one.
Just
Oh, yeah,
one.
we only need one. What is this horse's name?
I'm not familiar with his name,
Hope it's
Cedric.
named Shitbag.
so you can name the horse whatever you want.
I ritual cast speak with animals.
Okay. So as you're like getting the horse ready to go, you begin ritually casting
The
speak
horse
with
is a
animals.
plant.
Yes.
Oh, they're a big guy, and I'm petting his mane.
He's kind of like talking to himself as you're kind of like whispering in his ear. He's like, "All these strange people, and now I'm going with them. I guess we're going on a trip. I like going on trips. Trips are fun.
I love
Yeah.
this horse.
Have you ever been to Baldur's
Oh,
Gate?
hello.
Hi.
Hi.
What's your name?
Well, my previous owner, he used to call me Jorge.
Do you,
I don't like that name though.
Do you have a name you'd prefer to be called?
Buttercup.
Buttercup the horse. That's awesome.
Everyone, meet Buttercup.
Hi, Buttercup.
And he kind of does this like strange little bow. Buttercup. Thank you. And you are
I am Fiora.
Fiora.
And then I go around and I introduce everyone.
And he says, "Everyone say hello to Fiora." He kind of bows.
What did he say?
You guys are.
So, we're gonna make a trip to Baldur's Gate. You alright
Oh,
pulling this
fun.
cart?
I'm sorry.
Are you fine pulling this cart?
Sure. I like going places.
Good.
When's dinner?
It's got a
Mrs.
point.
Mayor, can we get some horse food?
I'd assume if there's somebody missing with that somebody
Yeah, we'd-
used to own a horse that's missing, they probably also had horse food for him.
Yeah. You guys get the horse feed too. Just a nice little bag of horse feed. Someone throws it up on your cart while you're having this conversation. I'm thinking about this way too much, but I appreciate it. That's the little details, right? Okay, so we're going on an adventure. We're going to Baldur's Gate. I've heard of it, but I've never been there.
Oh, well, it's busy. There's lots of people. Lots of new smells.
Okay. Apples?
We can get you some apples.
I like apples. I like carrots too.
Okay, I'll make a list.
Okay. You're writing this down?
Yeah.
Okay. Apples and carrots.
Okay.
I like red and green ones.
Alright.
Apples or carrots? Which one?
Orange carrots. Are you the leader?
Oh, no. No.
Do I call you master?
Please don't.
That's good. It feels degrading.
Yeah, you can just call me Fiora. It's okay.
Fiora. Okay. When do we leave?
I think we're ready now.
Now? Great. Clip, 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 clip. And he starts to take off.
Yep.
Not running, just a nice little trot.
On our way, I'm going to pass out the platinum to everyone.
Cool.
We got, 100?
He's kind of like talking as you guys are walking away. We're going to Baldur's Gate.
20
We're going to
20
Baldur's Gate. We're
piece.
going on a
I
trip.
got the platinum.
I thought I had it.
Because I grabbed it
You
because
did grab it.
Oh, I didn't write that. Well, then I don't hand it out.
Greedy cleric.
I don't know.
He
no,
wants to
I
give-
got it because
He wants to give some of it to his god.
what? I'm not greedy. You
It makes
just
sense
never.
for the rogue to do that.
You
doesn't
never
keep
asked. You never asked for it.
All right.
Here
so
we go.
You guys head off to Baldur's Gate.
Pt2 focused on the money about the abomination.
I'm gonna walk by and just spit on the abomination.
Sure. Yeah, you can do that. You just give it a couple of spits. Yep. You guys have at least a few hours of travel time. Is there anything that you wish to discuss amongst yourselves before you get to Baldur's Gate?
So as we're going, I kind of sidle up to Crispin. So, you're probably one of the more perceptive individuals in our group.
All my years out here.
Have you, weird question, have you heard me talk in my sleep before at all?
Lately?
Just anytime while you've been taking watch. If not, that's fine.
I just
I'm
figured it was
curious.
what's. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you have nightmares or whatnot. So I don't
have
nose around in other people's business.
something occurred to me recently. I'll explain hopefully once we get Gulk back. Rather just do it once.
Another where we have to wait for everybody.
Well, if it takes too long, I don't think this can wait. So
Vic has his conditions. If Gulk doesn't come back, he's not telling.
all right.
All right.
Well, if we sleep and you keep watch before
Or
we
you
get
want
Gulk
me
home,
to take notes on what you say, or
if you hear me say something distinct, it might be nothing, but it could be something.
I can do that.
Thank you.
You don't want to ask Vic that; he'll forget.
Don't worry.
That's why she didn't ask me that.
The Colonel's watching you all times.
Okay. Anything else that you guys wish to discuss?
Baldur's Gate, we go.
I'm probably back to talking to Buttercup on the way there.
I will put the stats in for the scythe, since it's actually very odd that they chose to use a scythe, but didn't really give me any stats on the scythe. And I'm trying to remember if one of the scarecrow monsters used the scythe, and it might have listed it on there.
One of them did.
One of
the
them
main
did.
one. The main one in the
You could look at
box.
like the damage dice and see like what it says and match it to a weapon or something.
I'll just stat it myself.
That's fair. Fair enough.
Yeah, this is one of the first ones of these I think I've ever seen where they gave you a weapon or something and didn't.
It didn't.
It actually just says in parentheses a scythe, and usually that's like in.
Yeah, like
it's usually in the player's handbook,
player's
but.
handbook,
Okay, but yeah, I'm thinking it's either going to be like a glaive or a great axe.
Makes
would,
sense.
Would be my guess. So I'll stat it up, and it'll be on D&D on next week. Okay. So, you guys spend about 4-ish hours or so on the road, and you guys head back. It's a little bit after noon when you guys roll into Baldur's Gate. They do not let your wagon into the town.
Fair enough.
This is not unusual behavior. You're stopped by the guards who immediately tell you that no wagons, no animals through the city. You guys, you'd have to take them all the way around to the other side if you're trying to pass through. Otherwise, they have to stay outside.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll figure something out.
we have a friend that we need to bring probably to a temple. He's a bit large. Is there any way we could get? I understand a cart may not be possible.
Do you have a particular cleric you're looking for?
Oh yeah, did we ask for a name? I feel like we would have asked for a name.
We had
Yeah,
a
you guys
letter,
got a
yeah.
letter of recommendation from the mayor's wife, sorry. And the name that she gives you is Yiska.
I have no idea how to spell that.
Yiska.
She says, ask for Yiska in the Temple of the Serpent.
On the trip there, I did forget to mention Does Gulk have his great axe that he broke in two pieces on him? I know he's not here
He
right now.
kept the pieces. I would assume that they're probably in his bag.
I think Fig might take those
Okay.
for his own reasons.
Do you do it in front of us, or
He wouldn't. He would make sure. I can roll something if you want, like a stealth or something, sleight of hand.
I don't
he
know
would
that
make
they
sure
would be
nobody else
really
saw it.
looking for that, but
I'd
yeah, I
be
would
watching
say.
for danger. I wouldn't be paying any attention.
I'll just in case. That's a nat one, so I feel like if I feel like anything you might notice, yeah.
because I got the colonel watching him full.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I rolled that one, so I feel like he was like he was checking to make sure nobody was seeing him, but he didn't really think about the colonel. So the colonel definitely saw him take the two pieces, and he like shoves them in his backpack.
Okay, I'm not gonna say anything right now, but
Mhm.
I feel like I know that you took them, and I'm hoping in my better judgment that you do something good of it. I'm like, okay, maybe he's just gonna fix it for him as a return to life gift. We'll give him to that.
Okay. Fair enough. So
I'm writing that down.
Time to add to my stolen items list.
it is growing.
A little bit.
Okay. What's that thing's name? There we go. Okay. So, you guys have the name?
Yeah, it's
Yiska?
Yiska.
Who?
Yiska?
Yiska. It's Y-I-S-K-A-H. Yiska.
In the Temple of the Serpent?
Temple of the Serpent. The letter says something to the effect of, dearest friend Yiska, I request a calling in of a favor that you have owed our family in Copperton for a long time. I'm sending this letter with a band of adventurers who have a fallen comrade and have befallen some foul magics amongst the party. If you could do anything within your capabilities of fixing these issues the best of your ability, you would consider our favor paid. Signed, Gloria. Gloria Copperton.
Finally know.
Okay. So you tell the guards that you were looking for Yiska at the Temple of the Serpent. You can wander into the town yourself to go see if you can find this. This is a cleric?
We believe so. We've never met. We have a letter of recommendation.
We've always heard that the people who worship at that are demon worshippers, but
Well, that's unsettling.
Well, there's demon clerics, you know.
demon priests for sure.
Yeah, well, there's
Who am I to judge, right?
Sure.
Do I know of this Temple of the Serpent?
Religion check.
Good, I haven't rolled in a while. Oh, fuck. My app's down.
Are there like stables outside of Baldur's Gate that we can tie our people up?
Yeah.
We just put like a
11.
big sheet over
11?
the abomination.
I would say the Temple of the Serpent. You've heard rumors that it is it's a temple that's run by a group of Yonti. And it is rumored that they are worshippers of two demon gods. You don't remember the demon gods' names? You also don't know if that's 100% factual. Almost everyone associates Yonti with being demon worshippers.
I'm gonna go just because we need the help for Gulk. Other than that, I probably wouldn't go. And plus, knowing that Otis is not a big fan of the Yanti from prior experiences in the other towns.
Did you tell them about your experiences with the Yanti?
We were in the same bar together.
Yeah, we had that squabble with the Yanti,
Yeah.
and then
That's the only reason I
Remember
know.
Okay.
yeah. So you think when they say Temple of the Serpent, it's not like a real serpent, right? That's like a
I hope not.
yeah, me too. Those Yanti bastards.
I know your feelings. I really don't want to deal with them and their religion, from what I've heard. But we are doing it for Gulk. If you do not want to go, I understand.
I feel like Frog Jesus will protect.
So
Give unto
this is
it.
just my thoughts. Since I don't want anything to do with it, neither does Fiora. Am I saying Fiora or Fiona?
Fiora.
Yeah, okay. I
Yeah, you're
get
good. Fiora.
It's Fedora.
Fedora.
No.
No. We could take Gulk if you two want to get rid of that
Thing.
thing, the abomination. That way we're done with it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, but also I was aged 20 years as well.
I'm not doing that there.
I mean,
We
Fig
can
can.
find
We
someone.
will find.
Another thing.
We'll find another temple to do that.
All right, that's cool.
There are many temples within the city.
Yeah.
We've
Let's
got
get
the
you a
platinum, hopefully, to pay for it.
Oh yeah, the platinum.
Yes.
So that's what's gonna pay for it. Okay, cool.
That's what I'm hoping. I mean,
That's a
whatever
good
you
idea.
get your part of it.
Roughly 20.
So,
Yep.
yeah. So I've got it. If you want it now, you can have it.
No, I don't need it right now.
So
Bag's
if y'all
getting
want to
heavy.
try to get rid of that abomination, we'll take Gulk to the temple, and I kind of cringe a little bit, and like we'll try to get him, hopefully get this favor, bring him back to life.
If you see any Yanti motherfuckers, can you give him the finger for me? And say it's from Jeff.
I will do it.
Say it's from Frog
After
Jesus.
we revive Gulk.
Sure, yeah.
He
whatever.
didn't specify what finger. He just said the finger.
and then
But-
frog,
so-
it's just that.
Yeah, and plus, Christmas like
Give him the middle flipper.
when they're all done. Thanks.
Very well. So are you trying to head out to try to find a buyer for this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
I feel like
go
he'd
with you.
primarily use Thieves' Camp to try and find somebody,
Okay.
since Thieves' Camp is.
You're going with him?
Yeah, probably. And if we're going past like one of the places where my clan is held up, I'll see if they know anyone from our previous dealings. If Fig doesn't find anyone,
Okay. We'll deal with your thing in a minute. You guys ask around where the Temple of the Serpent is, and most of the common folk seem sort of confused. They seem like they've never heard of that. You guys are not having much luck finding this particular place. Fig. In your roundabout way of looking for hidden symbols and finding hidden scripts and talking to shady individuals, you think that you have found someone who is willing to at least hear what you have to say through a contact in a known thieves guild. It's not a well-known thieves guild, but it is known. It's a small, kind of like new startup group. They're still squabbling over what they call themselves, but I'm sure at some point one of them will figure it out.
Fig's pitch is maybe if you buy this off me, call yourselves the Abominations.
Ooh, that's good. Yeah, I like that. So you say you actually just like you sew it to yourself. Oh,
Yeah,
that's cool.
it's pretty sick, right?
Yeah. How much you want for it?
Would Fig have like a general like idea? Like I guess as a
General, like,
party
idea?
in general, would we have a general idea what think something like this could be worth?
No, I mean, you know that it's rare.
Mm-hmm.
You know that it's pretty rare.
I say we start high, meet in the middle, like start 5K and
Okay.
maybe get 3,000. I don't know how good a negotiator you
There's
are.
not a lot of things on the market like this. How do we think
I've
about
never heard of anything like it myself.
how do we think about 5K?
It's like a rare one of a kind of deer.
I agree. I don't have that kind of. I can't approve that kind of a purchase myself personally. Let me see if I can go talk to one of the bosses, see if they have any interest. We are gonna need to, of course, see said item before any money is exchanged.
Of course.
We'll take a walk,
No, yeah, absolutely,
You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying?
We're
'Cause
gonna
we
go walk our dogs.
Couldn't take the card in yet.
Very well. Just give me a moment.
He kind of wanders off, and you guys have met this guy like in an alley behind a bar.
Yeah.
He's gone for maybe 10 minutes. He comes back with. He himself is this like short little gnome. He's got like scars on his face, and he's missing 2 or 3 fingers combined. One off of each hand for sure. Different fingers. Tricks of the trade.
I understand.
And yeah, the boss says we'd be interested in looking at it, and once we see, we'll see if the 5,000 seems fair. And there's it's a tiefling that's with him, but the tiefling, his face is sort of burned. He has like, instead of like the normal like red skinned tieflings that you guys are probably seeing, this one's more of a purple skinned tiefling. And his one eye is completely like, it looks like it was burned almost completely out. You can kind of see where the scars and burn marks kind of come underneath of it, and you only notice this because he pulls like his little eye patch off and he's kind of like itching around his eye, and it's almost completely all the way burned out.
Hey man, you got any spare fingers laying around? Because what I'm saying, I got this little needle here, and I put them back on for you.
The boss don't say much, but he does write the checks. You got some fingers.
I got 3, but these will look bad on your hand.
I
know
mean,
what I'm saying?
I have some spare ones, from some people who are no longer going to be using them, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, they lost them. Well, if you want to go fetch them,
Hey, it was fair and square. We played a game and they lost.
as one does.
Have you heard of the game called Fingers?
I have now.
It's a great game. It's a
Five
great
part-
game. I
five
heard
part
that it
game.
was invented by a crazy orc.
Oh
Crazy
yeah,
orc.
yeah. We have heard of it. It originated from what I heard from the lore as hands, and then it must have gone to fingers.
I think it was just fingers. They said that its origins came from the circles of hell.
Yeah, we know
Oh.
somebody so good at that game, they lost their entire
Yeah, one swoop.
one clean.
It's a shame Aaron's not here because
Yeah.
he would get all the references I'm making.
Well, if you want to grab some of them spare fingers, I'll fix you up real quick. I got this little needle.
Sure. Let's do some other business first.
So you guys kind of follow him out.
So, other than this, what brings you into town? You looking for work?
Finishing work.
Finishing a job.
Yeah.
Very well. Y'all ain't from here.
Probably not.
That's fair. I am born and raised. Love it here. So much opportunity. Are you in the black market? Are you in the market for anything illicit?
Yeah, feel like we both buy and sell in the black market.
You're a seller.
Mm-hmm.
This is not your normal craft, I assume.
Well, just because I sell in the black market, yeah, I got a special variety that I sell for.
So this is not your normal wares. What?
He's kind of looking around to make sure no one says,
What do you normally sell?
You know anything about medicine? You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
know all about medicine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I sell some 3X medicine.
I'm sorry, did you say 3 X's?
Maybe.
I've heard of that.
Allegedly. Mm-hmm.
Your family has a good reputation in this town.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we do.
How is the business?
Brother, business is a booming.
I've always wanted to meet your boss.
Yep, I bet you do.
Maybe
mean-
perhaps if this business arrangement goes well, we could work together in the future again.
We work together probably, but shit, you ain't gonna meet the boss.
Have you met her?
One time, well, I saw her. I don't know. We didn't really. I think she talked in my direction, and then I peed and ran away.
I understand.
I mean,
Terrifying, right?
I know.
But so
Beautiful. Oh, it's like we complete each other's.
sentences.
Yeah.
I know.
Sandwiches.
Yeah, she's, I mean, just majestic, and I love working for the 3Bs. I mean, the company.
Absolutely. I'm a new hire for this, but I've been in the craft myself for a while, in the trade. Lost a couple, as you can see, but this was not actually from fingers. This was hazard of the job, picking locks, and sometimes those things they sort of spring, and you don't always get all your fingers back.
Well, you wouldn't believe what moonshine does when you heat things the wrong way.
Well, after we finish with this, I would perhaps be. Do you have any?
Yeah.
Very well. So you guys continue to walk on, and you guys are showing them the thing. Make a, we'll call it a persuasion check.
Cool.
I'm gonna let you do
As you're
that.
kind of like showing off the goods.
Can I give him advantage?
Absolutely.
It's 17.
17.
Push the bonus one up.
The small little gnome that you've been talking to, he kind of like taps the tiefling on the leg. He comes down, he's like whispering something in his ear, and you notice that the tiefling never like speaks. He just kind of nods his head, and then he holds up like he's like, boss is full.
May I inquire as to why not 5? I mean, this is one of a kind, antique, unique, badass. I think. Did I just invent a word?
You have.
Yeah,
Nobody's
that's
ever used it
a
before.
cool word. You know.
Not
Well,
this-
it's
not this world.
it's not exactly small. We can't exactly hide it. It'll be kind of hard to get it into the city, if you know what I mean.
Nah. What you want to do is make a statement, right? You
Well,
are trying
we're not trying to get that much attention. We want to frighten our enemies, not
make a
not
statement.
draw attention to ourselves from the locals. You know what I mean?
What I'm saying is, we gonna get it in, and what it's gonna do for you is making a statement, and that statement is not to fuck with y'all. So this is gonna take your rep from here, respectfully, to here. I mean, is that worth 1,000K in gold?
Yes.
I believe it is.
Yeah, I mean it probably is, but we also believe that you can't find another buyer for it. So I feel like for 4,000, we take it off of your hands. We deal with it from this point on, and it's no longer your problem. Seems more than fair.
If we smuggled it into the city for you, took that dirty work off your hands, what would your new price be? So it's got to be a kind of a pain in the rear to get it in there, and this and that, and pay off people here and pay off
If you
people there.
could somehow smuggle it in unseen, that would be worth at least the extra 1,000 that you're asking.
Mm-hmm.
We would pay 5.
Pig like goes over and he's like, "Do you have a plan on how to get that in the city?" I mean, I don't know that invisibility spell would work for that thing.
Well,
Does it work at all?
we did come here in a boat, and we could probably get the boat to come back. This is on
Well,
a river.
Do they? I'm sure they inspect the rivers too when they enter the city. Yeah.
But we get it in a crate, dress it up. I mean, I have a disguise kit.
Maybe if we put a lot of makeup on it, it'll pass as an ogre.
Yeah. And a forgery kit.
Just put a robe on him.
Just put a robe on him. Just put a blanket over his face.
Well, I mean, excuse me 1 second, gentle sir. So what you think about this, Fig? We get it in, we get an extra K. We don't get it in, we get 4K, 2K piece.
I feel like if we're risking it getting confiscated, though.
Yeah, that's true. High risk, high reward. I feel like we get it in though with my contacts and yours. We got that boat we came in on. We get that back here in like 3 hours. But I understand.
I'm all for taking risks, but 4,000 gold's a lot still.
All right. We
Okay.
have discussed, and we feel like we got other shit to do, and getting in here is just gonna take a little time that we don't have for our prior arrangements. Realistically, so we'll take the 4K. We'll leave it here.
Very well.
He taps the tiefling again. And the tiefling pulls out a coin pouch. He removes a couple of coins from it, puts them in his pocket, and then he ties up the pouch and he hands it to the gnome. The gnome comes over, hands it to you.
Feel free to count it. It's all there.
From the weight of it, does it feel like 4K?
It feels like 400 platinum pieces.
Perfect. Well, it's a
As
pleasure.
you kind of peer in, it looks like 400 platinum pieces.
Pleasure doing business with you.
My name's Roly.
That was my next question. We are just two peas.
Roly. Hope to.
Roly?
I did not catch your name, sir.
Me? My name's Otis.
Otis.
Not Fig.
From the 3 X's.
The company.
And you are Fig. Well,
I'm a free answer of sorts.
come back and look for us once we've had a chance to use this thing. I think our new name will be the Abominations.
We'll look out for you.
Makes sense. And now that we've concluded that business, you want to have a little other business with little
How
3X?
much you have?
I'll get you a leader.
How much?
Let me say, oh, your friend. Let's call it 150.
Without even any hesitation, he reaches into his pouch and he pulls out 150 gold coins and hands it to you.
All right, this is the beginning of beautiful friendship and
I
relationship.
think so.
Haha.
He kind of gives you a little bow.
Look us up. The Abominations.
Nice.
Anything else we can help you with, gentlemen?
Well, one last thing. Those fingers. Now, I don't want to say I'm antsy to try and use this thing for the first time, so it might pinch a little bit, but I'm kind of curious as to how well it works. So if you got the spare fingers, I'd like to, I'm going to say practice.
He pulls out a pouch.
What is this guy? Who is this guy? Elvin?
He's like, I have a couple here. Was
Do you-
planning on making a necklace with them and sending him to his widow.
Well, you're still going to have 3 left. Or 7 left.
Yeah, there's only 4 in here, but
2.
so what do you want to do with it?
Well, if I sew them back on your hand, they're going to be fingers again.
That works.
With this little needle,
I'm willing to try.
that's what I'm saying. And I got a guy who missing a hand who invented the game of fingers. It was really called hands back then. And I'm kind of curious to see how well it works.
Very well. I will be your guinea pig.
All right. Now you're going to feel a little pinch.
He actually feels nothing. There's no actual feeling at all. And he tells you that it feels like almost like when your finger or your hand goes to sleep. It feels more like tingling, and it goes from feeling nothing there to all of a sudden feeling like it's now there and he can move it. For a couple seconds, it was like nothing was happening and it just looked dead and bleeding, and then all of a sudden it sort of mended itself, and sure enough.
Well, that's the darndest thing I've ever seen. You're going to put me out of business.
Feel good? I mean, give it a little...
Oh,
little
no,
guy?
I mean, it feels great.
Hell yeah. I'm sorry the colors don't match up, but you gave me the fingers to
Can you
use.
maybe get my trigger finger back on the other hand?
Oh, yeah, man. Hey,
It's really hard to shoot my crossbow with my middle finger,
I
you know?
understand. I got my boomstick here,
So
and boy,
sure enough, he stitches another.
I mean, they're not mine, but, you know, I appreciate it.
And he tosses you another 50 gold.
oh man, you didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it. Hey, This has been great. I'll be back to see you. And you know we're located in town if that leader runs out, right?
I will keep that in mind. I'm sure that we run in very similar circles.
Yeah, we do.
And him and the tiefling, they kind of wander off. You're not sure exactly where they're going, but they kind of take the abomination thing out of the cart, and they kind of throw a tarp over it and leave it up against the side of the wall.
Very inconspicuous.
Awesome.
While you guys are still off and all this is going on, you continue to ask around. No one seems to know of anything called the Temple of the Serpent, but there is someone that tells you that they know of a place known as the Temple of the Tree Serpent.
I guess that's as good as anything. Let's go check it out.
Might as well.
I'm not tired of searching for
They
it.
they kind of direct you to where this place is at, and sure enough, it's in sort of like the I guess you could almost call it like a clergy quarter. There are several different smaller temples and housing and small little places for various groups to worship within the city. Most of the people in this area, they are worshippers of deities of what I would call good deities or good aligned deities. But sort of smack dab, all the way in the back, is a large white tree with no leaves growing off of it. And all the way around this white tree is a golden serpent that wraps all the way around it and comes up at the top of the tree, like looking down on everyone else. The eyes of the serpent they look like massive emeralds. Its mouth is sort of hanging open and the tongue is sort of at a constant out. You see large fangs coming from this. Underneath of the tree is a big opening that leads inside of what you're assuming is a temple or a building of some type. The markings on the outside of the tree are not demonic, but those of Sylvanas.
Oh, I
Interesting.
think I can read those. Yeah, I can read Sylvan.
Sylvanas is a spirit of nature.
Oh, okay.
It's just the mark of Sylvanas. This is a house of
Got it.
Sylvanas.
Yeah.
No, let's knock on it.
Might as well.
Sylvanas is close to, on the same plane as Thander, so
Yeah.
Lathander, so.
So there's no actual door, it's just an opening, and you can kind of see that there is blue velvet carpet kind of leading up. There are what looks like pews or seats, various different kinds, sort of leading up into like an altar at the front. And inside there is a multi-headed, multi-armed serpent sort of in the back. But the serpent, something about it looks a bit odd. It almost looks more like it has antlers growing out of its head than arms. And upon closer inspection, this is actually like, it looks like a half human, half snake wrapped around a tree behind it. And you see that there is one clergy sort of, they look like they're dusting, kind of cleaning off some stuff, but they're wearing long robes, and they are a Yanti. They have like long white robes, and the hood is kind of pulled up over top of their head. And it looks like they're just dusting.
Like, I'm gonna knock on one of the pews, just get their attention.
Immediately turns, and you see a half, like a human torso, and a tail, like a snake tail.
Oh? Come in, child. You are a follower of the light?
That is correct.
Huh? As am I. Can I help you?
Well, not myself in particular, but I do have a friend, and we are looking for... What'd you just say? Yeah, and I'm gonna point to the body behind me.
I make a good hot dog.
Yes, that is very unfortunate.
We were sent here with a letter from outside, looking for a Yiski.
I am Yiska.
Yiska, yes.
May I see the letter?
Yes, and I hand her. And you have the letter, don't you? Or one of us. We handed a letter.
So you said
Man, why do I have
Sylvanas,
this
right?
letter?
Sylvanas.
So I've only mentioned it once or twice, but I kind of like low-key worship Sylvanas, so I would know a little bit
Sure.
this stuff.
Is there something you want to know about?
No, just if it comes up, I'll.
Okay. So you get the this person reads the letter, kind of skims over it. Oh my, paying off a favor. Kind of forgot about it. Well, you seem as though you are in a bit of a pickle, and a deal is a deal. You must have done something great to be indebted to have such a influential ally.
A being was kidnapping, killing, and replacing the villagers.
And how long has your friend been on the other side?
1 day, less than a day.
But you also cast.
I did.
Gentle Repose, yeah.
I did cast Gentle Repose.
There is some risk involved in a spell like this.
What kind of risk is that?
Once the soul has been untethered from the body, it's not as simple sometimes as whisking it back and attaching it. Sometimes the soul does not wish to come back. Sometimes the soul comes back a little different than it did before.
He was different in the first place.
I wouldn't mind that one so much.
It's a minor possibility, but some may resent you from the peace that they have found bringing them back amongst the living.
As far as I understand, I believe it would be his choice as to whether he would be willing or not.
Absolutely.
I would be willing to make that risk.
I
since it is
can
his choice.
weave the spell, but I make no guarantees.
Do what you may or can, and if it doesn't work, well then we know we'll do rights for them, and
The
Let
letter
'em
also
be
mentions
peaceful.
that some of you have befallen other foul magics. And what magics are these?
well, myself, I used to be 27 years old about 24 hours ago.
Well, it looks like that was about 40 years ago.
It was a frightening few hours.
Listen, magics of this nature are not common. Fortunately, you are in the presence of devout worshippers. We have the means, but a reminder that the world is perilous and there are many dangers. This is not always going to be available. You may not always be near a town or near a village or near an outing. And you always run with the possibility that that person's soul has found peace on the other side. I can heal you and anyone else who is afflicted by this magic. And I will attempt to rebond your friend's soul to his body.
I'm going to take his 20 platinum and donate it to their church.
God, this guy's good.
Very well. Bring anyone else who is afflicted. We will prepare for the preparations for this magic.
We'll do that.
And
So
that's
we
where
just leave the
will,
body?
Yep, that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Nice.
All right, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry that I killed someone. It's never happened. In all the campaigns, it's only happened once.
Well, Rob
Same
died.
player.
I did die. That's true.
Yeah,
I
and
got.
we found his
We
other-
brought you
But
back.
I got brought back. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
brought you
We
back.
finagled that one. But you did, this is your second kill.
Well, I almost killed the whole
He's so
party that one. I killed 3 players that one game, and I felt terrible. I actually, like, I lost sleep over it a little bit. I was like, I
That
feel
one when
awful.
Jared died?
Yeah.
Is that the one? That picture too that you posted?
I was just like, I
my
feel so
gosh.
bad about
That
it.
was that was crazy.
That was like our highest view.
Yeah.
It was.
If you repost it, it still will be.
He became a famous. I think the only video that beat him was my dice one. That was the only one. That was a cool.
Oh my god, like watching him, he was like, like you could just see it on his face. He was
so
holding it in,
stressed.
not to cry. He's
He
just
was
like,
so stressed.
It was fun.
He was so stressed. I felt terrible. but it's kind of like those moments. That's kind of why I like to play.
And you know what? He still hasn't learned. Still plays the same damn way.
That sounds about right.
He plays a Minotaur Barbarian now.
Yeah, but it like fits the weight. Like
Yes.
you're on the ground dead all the time. I just went. I did my natural.
I don't know. I'm gonna put this back in the.
Oh, thanks.
I don't think
Any
there are
other
any
condition
other
tokens? As far as us, we're done for tonight. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We will be back next week, and then we will be off the week after that for Thanksgiving, doing not D&D things. But we will see you next week.
Deuces.